Open up the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you've been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house, play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Morning comes and you know that you wanna stay. Close the blinds, let's pretend that the time has changed. Keep our clothes on the floor, open up champagne. Let's continue tonight, come on, celebrate. That's how we do. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house, play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Duck off the crib to spot the pad. But my house is your house if you throwing it back. Excuse me if my home draining is sad. Soon as these happy faces land, you can run with the cash. Home run, slam dunk, touchdown pass. Mi casa es tu casa, so it ain't no holding back. Another shot of vodka, you know what's in my glass. It's my house, just relax. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house, play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. It's my house. Open up the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you've been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house, play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Morning comes and you know that you wanna stay. Close the blinds, let's pretend that the time has changed. Keep our clothes on the floor, open up champagne.
One? No. Two? No. Three? That's what we're talking about. 4. So we're gonna start off with 1. Nope. 2. Nope. 3. We'll take 3 today.
Three, 2, 1, and we're live.
We just started with the clap. That's the way we do it these days.
Yeah, there we go.
Welcome back. We are here for another episode of the off-season show presented by Impulse Media and Zero Fun and whatever else you can come up with. So if you haven't got your merch, go get your merch, damn it.
Yes.
Yes. Tito, do you ship anything?
You know what? I can if called upon, but you know we've got a master shipper. He's behind the camera,
The Jeffy
behind
cam.
the computer right now. The Jeffy Cam, the master of shippers.
He needs things to do.
He's
buy merch.
Yeah, buy merch. Give Jeffrey something to do.
One of these,
because
buy merch.
He is just, he's about 99% stressed out. Why not make it 100?
Right.
Go ahead and order
Max
something.
them out.
Max them out.
Stretch them out. Stretch that thing out.
Make sure it hurts just a little bit though.
Oh, wow. All right. As always, to my left, my co-host, my biggest sweat stain from...
God damn it, man. You know, when I grabbed this hat, I was like...
From Mole Lake himself. Yeah, dude. Tito Levine.
Oh, when I grabbed this hat too, man, I looked at it. I was like, she got a little sweat on it. Like, not a big deal. Like, I haven't worn this in a hot minute. So then I was like, I'll throw it on. And then 2 seconds before we started, he's like, "What's up with that sweat stain?"
Hey, well, welcome back. Welcome to the show.
Well, happy to be here. Happy to be here. Happy to be back.
I'm sure by the end of the night, it's been 45 out or 50 degrees. It's a little warmer down here.
Yep.
We're going to add to the stain. So.
Yeah, you know what? And
you got a hoodie on.
Something I've learned is if you just sweat, the sweat stain will go away.
Because everything gets wet?
Yeah.
All right.
So.
All right. And sitting across from us with the Ed Gein glasses on. Watch your kids, watch your family, watch everything. He might try to eat them up. Eat them up.
Eat 'em up.
Eat 'em up. Eat 'em up.
The guy, the stressed out one, the one that makes it go round or makes it glitch. You never really know. Mr. Jeffrey Keeble.
These are like my safety glasses. Not only in the outside elements, but also mentally.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's like when you put your glasses on and you just turn invisible.
It's like Big Daddy.
Yes, yes,
Really?
exactly.
I feel like that probably didn't work when I called you Ed Gein because we could
it
see your
didn't.
glasses.
It did not. But we're here.
But at heart.
We're here to rock another show and get some views.
All right, just because we're going to continue to put you on the spot, introduce our third co-host.
Oh,
Give it to me.
yep. Master editor Lyle Keeble.
He's just giving up at this
He
point.
gives up. Anytime we put him on the spot, it just doesn't always work. And our guest tonight, teamed up, we got crew chief. Is that what you call yourself these days?
Yeah.
And the champ, pro spec, bop, 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 champ, Matt Gerald, and Mr. Dylan Parsons. Welcome to the show, boys.
What's up?
Thanks a lot for having us, guys.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah, welcome. I mean, what is new? What do we got going on? What should we start with? We had all these topics 10 minutes ago,
And then we lost it.
and then we forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, we were going to start with Tito and his wig.
Oh, the wig.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Should we say how the weekend was?
Yeah, we can start there. You guys went to Snowcross.
Yes.
What
part-
did you do?
What are you talking about?
All of us
do?
are almost
Yeah,
all
we were
together.
all pretty much in the same
Oh, you guys,
vicinity.
you
Yeah.
too?
Not him.
Not him.
But
You
four,
were there too?
four of us, yeah.
Okay, well, it sounds like you guys should start. All four of you were together.
Yeah, but we all got
You
the
guys were
same
for
story.
something.
You got to start off with something hot. Why would you do?
Why would you do?
Wait. Why? Who'd you do?
Ooh. Nobody, unfortunately.
Damn.
Or others in that. But let's see. Last weekend, I had. I think you guys will probably see a video come out about it. I think his dad made him one. Carson Hill, he's from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I think he's came out of youth, 170s. He ran at Mid America. He ran at Durham Town. He had a little single seat car, and we built him a Youth 1000.
Oh.
So they came
Nice.
down Thursday or Saturday and picked it up. Drove down from Oklahoma, picked it up. They sent me a picture Friday night, they got a hotel by the stadium, and they went inside the stadium to eat and got cheese curds. And they were like, oh, we had to try them out, these cheese curds around here. So I did that in the morning, and then in the afternoon, I played Uncle. And Jackson and Wes and Papa Shark, who will actually be on the off-season show next week. We'll have Sharky and Tyler Westerbarth.
Nice.
But we went to see dinosaurs in the Resch.
Nice.
I don't know if you've ever seen any dinosaurs in the Resch before, but you see more than, I don't know what's scarier, some of the people or the dinosaurs.
You know, there are some unique individuals who are obsessed with dinosaurs. And you
Yeah, I
can
thought it
usually
was for
tell.
kids.
No, oh, yeah, no.
Not all kids there, here
Yeah.
to tell you.
No, my
Jesus.
my ex absolutely loves Jurassic Park, so I mean,
So she would have been there. Maybe she was one of the ones.
1,000%. No, she's in.
Well, she was one of the ones I was doing.
Where's she at?
She's living her best life.
She's living her best life in Minnesota. Yeah.
Minnesota.
She likes to.
That's where you. That's where you live.
Yeah,
and work.
used to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why-
According to my
He
employer.
commutes for this podcast.
Yeah, I commute
Hey.
for this podcast every single week
Minnesota?
From Minnesota.
Yeah.
to
Why
here.
did you?
Yep.
Why did you move to Minnesota?
Oh, because of her.
That was the only reason.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
solid.
was trying to start a life, and then
A family.
didn't work out. Yeah.
You were committed.
I was committed, man.
He
I
was committed.
to
Damn.
all of it, bro.
That word's hard
I
to
was
say
like,
around
hey,
here.
man,
We don't fling that around
started
often.
dating somebody. She got a job as a flight attendant. Moved to Minnesota, and then it just fell apart.
Hey, Jeffrey, people say you look like Tomer. So it wasn't just me.
Hey,
It wasn't just me.
don't listen to the haters,
Wow,
man.
just
They-
missing her.
Thank
Are you
you.
are you missing her?
Just missing or
If you could go back, would you?
Okay, wait. What? Would I what?
Would you go back?
Would I go back to her?
Go back to the whole situation that you were in before.
Like relive it, or just like
No, like,
oh,
start
she
it
was
all
like-
over again.
If she's like, hey, do you want it? No, I
Yes.
wouldn't. I would not.
no, like it's not even like hey, it's like, and then you're back there in where you were when it all ended.
No, it's just there were too many things that were too different about us, and then it's
You
just
didn't
like
know that
you
till
can.
you moved 3 hours away.
Well, I always felt I'm like there was a lot of there's compromise and there's give and take,
Mm-hmm.
and I compromised a lot in order to kind of like make it happy.
So you were the
so-
taker.
Yeah. Oh, I took it hard. Like, there was
Alright,
there was a
just making
lot of
sure.
taking. Yeah, dude. I was definitely the bottom.
That's fair.
In that, so I was a big old. I was like soft as baby shit.
Hey, it's all right. Jared said that at least you're not capping. You learned your lesson.
Thank you.
The first time.
Yep.
the first time?
The first time.
Haven't gone back to an ex yet, so I'm pretty proud about that one. So
That's pretty good.
knock on wood.
That's pretty good.
That is good.
Thank you.
Hey, no,
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
Jeffrey,
you.
can you say that?
I cannot. Well, we're not talking about me.
We're talking about snowcross.
We're talking
you
about
guys
going
went
back
to snowcross.
exes, man. What about you two?
I'm married, man.
Yeah, but before that, did you ever go back to an ex?
No, never.
That's why it's an ex.
No.
No, that's all he's gonna say. Nah.
Why not?
That's why they're an ex.
Yeah, they're an example of what you shouldn't be with. Yeah, I know. But why not? Is it because they cheated or they didn't work out or what?
Jeffrey looks like a
That's
90s
because
DJ.
Those are my two reasons.
Not really sure, I guess. I don't know. Most of the time they're crazy.
Aren't they all?
Well, yeah,
Hey,
that's what I
hey,
mean.
man.
Yeah.
That's the
Devin-
reason to go back.
Hey, we're gonna make this happen for next season. I tell you right now, we're gonna do it right now. We're gonna launch some information for next season's off-season show.
Ooh.
There will be a girl host, no matter what. We're
Yes.
gonna find one.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That is
Yes.
a girl
I'm okay with
host.
that.
We're gonna have to obviously figure out how to get one more mic in here. But
Seating situations.
What do you mean we?
you actually,
We'll fix it post.
little did you
Fix it
know,
post.
I have a mouse in my pocket. Okay, that's where we get the we.
What are we talking
Oh,
about?
you're so dumb. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Who's we? You got motion in your pocket?
Yeah, yeah. Matter of fact, I do, bitch.
Hey, I'm here for it. I thought it was great. I'm agreeing with you.
Devin keeps saying the only thing that'll make the podcast better is to get a girl on there.
We'll get a girl.
We'll get a
Could you
girl.
imagine? You could argue like the color of this fucking spam thing.
Yeah.
You'd be like, it's blue and yellow. Oh no. I mean, it's like listening to you and Tito.
You know what? To be fair, we haven't been on one lately.
No.
No?
No.
We've been
You haven't
very
even like gaslighted
no,
them or nothing?
No, we've been very supportive.
Well, it sounds like we should mix that up a little bit.
I can't remember the last thing we like bickered about.
Lyle.
He goes Lyle.
It had to have been recently. No?
Last week,
I don't know.
sometime.
We've been pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been a
It's
hot
good.
minute.
It's because we've been separated for.
A nice, healthy relationship.
We've been separated since Thursday.
Well, I mean, that's fair, but
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll argue about something.
Separated.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so back to the weekend.
Snowcross.
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 Yes.
Tito went hard when
Yeah, why did you say-
he was in a wig, colorful pants. I didn't even recognize him.
Yeah.
So let's hear the story. What's the backstory?
Well, last year I went to Snowcross, and I don't know why, but I brought a wig. I'm like, oh, this would be fun to just
You're
like.
feeling feminine.
Yeah, dude. It's like a big flowing like dirty blonde wig, and I'm like, dude, I think I'm just gonna wear it just because like I think it'd be funny. And last year went out and had a really good time, man. Got fucking hammered.
Hammed
and then
up.
so this year I showed up. I'm like, all right, well, the second day I like to go hard. I'm gonna wear the pants that we wore for the ski jumps.
Oh, you wore the baby blue pants?
Yeah, I figured, just kind of pop a little bit, kind of like have a good time, bring some energy. Because I'm there to have fun, man.
Yeah.
So I go there on Friday, and I go see, like, Carl and some of the people from Champ. And Carl remembers my he goes, oh, hey, man. He's like, dude, first thing he says, oh, hey, man, hey, good to see you. Where's your wig? And I was like, oh, damn. I'm like, you remember that? He's like, yeah. He's like, where's it at? I was like, I forgot it. So my buddy who I'm staying with, I was like, hey, do you have a wig? And he goes, I got a wig.
What?
I got a wig for you.
Did you
So-
question your friendship?
No. No. No.
I mean,
No.
if I asked a buddy, like, hey, man, we're like however many states away at a race, did you bring a wig?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, dude. I'd be like,
Got one in my trunk.
actually.
We were staying at his house. He lives
Okay,
in Minnesota.
all
Okay,
right.
I'm
That's
sorry.
more acceptable.
I'm sorry.
That's definitely more acceptable.
He lives in Minnesota, so we were staying there. So I grabbed a wig, I had the hat, had the glasses, the pants, and I wanted to wear a ZFC hoodie just to like showcase.
Bring it all together.
Yeah, there's merch out there. You know what I mean? You got to go out and you got to live that ZFC life. So
Right.
show up, man. We got a little crew with us, and man, dude, the trash cans were
The buckets.
amazing. So we
I forgot it was at ERX.
yeah, dude, we let a little bit fly too in the parking lot, like
Yeah?
Oh, dude.
Puke and rally or just puke?
No, just some shooters like before we got in there.
Oh,
We
I
bought
thought you were saying you were letting some like buckets back out in the parking lot.
No, thank God.
Did
no, just crushing
Jeffrey?
some
Did you go?
shooters.
Yeah, I was working.
You were working.
Yeah, me and Lyle were working.
You were
Yep,
working.
yep.
Just he was partying.
He's the partier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were the workers.
All right,
He
I'm
was
gonna-
What were you doing?
I was working.
What were you doing?
I work for a snowcross team.
All right, so I'm gonna put it on screen right now.
Oh fuck.
This must be great. If that's what it started with
So-
right out of the gate.
So there's Tito. I'll put it on the screen first. Too.
Yeah, it'd be a slight
Slight delay.
delay, but
Because we're yeah.
I don't know what happened.
I'm sure we'll just end up seeing it on
Yeah.
the stream anyway.
Yeah.
For the
Anyway,
people at
so
home are absolutely
so
loving.
you three were working. Yes. Oh, even the glasses.
Yeah. So the
From last
glasses,
week.
the glasses, the pants.
I
Yeah.
take it. I take that. I take this now.
I went hard. The
you-
people who were on the podium, I was super happy for. So one of them, the guy who took third, Riley Bester, was like his first pro podium. I was always pulling for him in pro light, and he made his transition to pro. So it was really cool to see him up there. The guy in second place, Adam Peterson. He's
Did
such
they
a
get
good dude.
champagne?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and then
That's cool.
the guy who won was Emil Har, and he's a good dude too, man. Like all of them were really cool. I was happy about the podium, and I let it be known, that I was happy about it, and
I saw you. I saw you in other people's pictures, just twisted up right in front of everybody.
and so it was, it was brought.
Much fun.
It was brought. Yeah, like I said, I was just super happy for a lot of those guys, and then. All I heard was like, "Hey, you should get up here." I was like, "No." And then Lyle goes, "Yeah, hey man, Levi LaValle wants you up there." I was like, "Okay."
I get up.
I
Yeah.
guess I could do this.
I guess I
then
can get
went
up
up there, just
Did your
popped the
thing.
pose, and then got off, and then after they sprayed champagne, bro, I got fucking covered.
Did you like it?
Oh, kinda. I was like,
He got the winner's champagne.
In
he
my
got Red Bull
face, he
dumped
was
on
so
him.
happy.
oh yeah. So porcupine butter's my. That's the person
The
who I
wig
stayed
owner?
with.
That's the
It's
wig owner?
person I stayed with.
All right,
and
that's the
then,
guy in question.
I got
here.
the wig from him. So he was, dude. Ryan was right there with me, and Ryan, is just the kind of guy who likes to make the show about him. So me and him were both kind of, being at the forefront of things, and Ryan was. He's been there 2 years with me now, so I'm hoping to do it next year again.
Make it
with
a
that
treat.
ERX.
Make it a treat beat.
Yeah, it was a really good time. I'm happy
treat
that
beat.
Ryan was there. So
All right.
and see,
What'd you eat?
What I ate nothing.
You're saying you didn't go to any of those food trucks that were there?
No, so my sister
I
went to
did.
go. My sister went. Like,
Which one did you go to?
I don't know, the one with the hot dog. I just got a quick hot dog, scarfed it down.
2 seconds after the pro started, like Jalen to go. My sister went to go get food, and she came back like 30 minutes later, and she's like, "There's like no food left." I was like, "What? Really?" She's like, "Yeah, I waited in line. There's like really not much left." So I was like, "Well, I guess I'm getting a beer."
Yeah, Saturday was pretty packed. Like every time I
Yeah.
walked
Yeah,
by there,
Saturday was
there was a line at all the food trucks all day.
it was
Busy.
rowdy, man. Like you almost had to go up to get to the bar, like with a drink in hand. So by the time you got done,
You could get
a
another.
new one, and then start working on that
Damn.
one. So
Like more people than a short course race? Or just because it's in a much smaller area?
Well, I will say that it's more than the off-road race held there.
yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
10 times more.
People?
Oh, yeah.
it was
But
pretty.
it's
packed,
hard
man.
to tell because everyone's in the same spot though. Like
Yeah, it's much smaller.
But like like the road you come in on, people
Yep.
were sitting up there
Yeah,
watching
all
all
the way
the way
around,
around.
dude.
Like it was pretty wild.
yeah, which you can because you can see it.
It made me laugh. I'm like, damn, all you gotta do is pay for parking and go sit your ass up there, and you don't have to pay for a wristband to get in.
Oh,
You gotta pay to park?
They checked.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kitzman was on it.
Good.
Yeah, we were in the offices where everything was going down, and then that was a concern. Parking was a concern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kitzman was like, "We'll get it figured out."
yeah.
What do you mean? Can't they just park them all over by like the champ track?
That's where the pits were.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
So they had everyone parked by like
the
Carlson's
normal.
shop.
Yeah, the normal spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wild.
it was pretty packed.
What'd you eat, Jeffrey?
What did I eat? Oh,
Yeah.
a little hot dog. A little 6-incher.
Hey, hey,
Out of the whole
not
weekend,
little.
you ate a hot dog.
it's not little.
Well, then, whatever.
Weren't you there like Thursday to Sunday?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, so what'd you eat? Did you guys go anywhere for dinner? Eat any good food?
whatever the Carlson's made, I guess.
We got spoiled because Kitzman works for Carlson's, and we stayed at Kitzman, so his wife cooked for us every morning, and then the Carlsons,
Were you
whatever
there
they
too?
provided.
Oh no, you were with your
No,
other
this
Yeah.
was my buddy Ryan.
Yeah, so she made like us breakfast, and
Are you trying not to say it because you don't want to rub it in Tito's face, or why are you being so like bleh?
Oh, no, I guess I just ate way too much.
You just got done telling us that you only ate a 6-inch hot dog the whole time
Oh, I mean, yeah, while I was there at the races.
out of 2 days.
I mean, we're busy.
That's such a lie.
Were we busy? Not busy.
I was pretty busy. Yeah, we were pretty busy.
Did you only eat one 6-inch hot dog in 2 days?
Lyle and
I didn't really eat it at all.
So
I didn't eat until like 11 o'clock at night.
these two really do not take care of themselves on any race weekend.
a lot of
Well,
coffee.
I mean, there's
Because like,
he
and,
probably just stacked up on Zimbabwe's and
and to be fair, maybe this is why like I'm a fat piece of shit. But whenever
well, you're not a piece of shit.
But, okay, maybe. So this is why.
You're not a piece of shit.
Sorry. It just came out, man. Sorry.
So this is why I'm a rotund individual. Is that
Like a
anytime,
rotisserie chicken kinda?
anytime we like before the race weekend, we'll stop and we'll get like energy drinks and stuff. And I know that for me, like I need to have some like snacks because I remember we went to a race and all we got was like a few energy drinks. And I was like, oh,
Probably some peanuts.
dude, yeah, there's plenty of food at the track, right? We're gonna have plenty of time to eat. And no, dude, we were just so fucking busy. Like everything we did, we were lucky to get like a bag of chips. Or anytime we weren't busy, lunch was over. You know what I mean? Then they're trying to get ready for dinner. Or by the time that we were done with that, dinner's all cleaned up. So I'm like, all right, I started getting snacks then. Like, I'd get just a bunch of stuff, man, like Pop-Tarts or, like, energy bars, like, just a bunch of regular stuff, right? And then, nope, these two will still fucking a bubbler and another bubbler. Yeah, and then that's it.
Rock stars.
And then, yeah, bubblers and rock stars. And that's
Swear
all
on
those-
the
that's
show
all
like
those
that.
again.
Oh, I'm
He's like,
sorry.
don't swear on this show like that.
I'm sorry. Monster Reigns.
Yeah.
White monsters.
So, yeah, no, so it doesn't surprise me that they don't eat.
What'd you eat, Dylan?
I had to go grab some cheese curds. Like, it was
In
on the way-
Minnesota?
Yeah.
Are they good
So
there?
the only reason I did is because Dalton that works for Hemmer, it's like the Euro truck's got the best cheese curds like ever. And whenever he comes over here,
Euro truck?
yeah,
Dude, and it looked
yeah,
fucking bang.
yeah.
Dude,
So
those Euros are great.
he goes up to the line with his rider. So it was during pro light practice. So I'm like, I took a Snapchat of it and like, you're out there, but I'm sitting here watching pro light practice, eating cheese curds. And then he sent me a Snapchat like a half hour later.
Doing the same thing?
He had to go get them before opening ceremonies. He had to go get some.
I gotcha. Were they good?
They were pretty good. They,
Like, better than Crandon cheese curds.
I don't know about that. But one thing with
All right, I
with
mean-
Dalton, like anytime he comes over here by Mikey's, we have to go somewhere else to show him like different cheese curds.
Like Milwaukee Burger,
Yeah,
any kind of bar.
like any bar, like he has to find cheese curds because he's from Minnesota. Like we went to the bar, next to their shop, and he was like pumped when they gave him a menu that had cheese curds on it. Like they go all there all the time, and he was freaking out that they had cheese curds.
Lyle,
Yeah, I seen that. Oh,
down. I think it's Dylan.
What am I doing?
No,
They
you're
said-
good. You're good.
They
You're
said tell
good.
Darth Vader to stop breathing in the mic.
It's got deviated septum
Yeah.
from,
Asshole.
yeah.
Eating so much ass.
Unreal. Yep. Damn, I was going to give you a hero story, but I'm okay with that one.
I was gonna give you a hero
That
story.
is a hero story.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty hero in my book. If that
Hey.
really happened,
Yeah,
I
right?
mean, that had to have been pretty sour for a long time to burn through your septum.
Or you just fucking went boom. You know what I mean? I've done
Bang.
that. Where you just go, and then you dive in and just right into the crack. Right?
That's like holding your breath.
Yeah.
All right, I was just clarifying, making sure we're on the same same page.
Yep.
Who do you
Well-
work for again? What team?
Elite.
Elite. Okay.
Which is what? What are
Studio
they,
team.
then they run pro light.
We have a pro
sport.
light, and then our pro rider from Quebec's been hurt all year.
Damn.
Are they all from Canada? All the pro riders?
Seems like it.
Pretty much, or all from different countries.
Yeah.
There's hardly any
Americans
good
left?
ones.
Yeah, that are any good.
Yeah.
Well, at least consistently good. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
No, but dude, Snowcross was a banging good time.
banger.
If there are two races that I could go to, it would be Canterbury and it would be ERX. And if I actually could go to New York, that'd be one I want to check out too. Just because it seems like the crowd there is always really into it.
Yeah.
So
rowdy.
that's one.
Yeah.
That's one I'd like to go to and show out for.
Yeah.
So.
ERX does a good job at promoting their events and
Yeah,
whatnot.
dude, it's a good time, man. I'm gonna see how many more people I can get because the first
Bring
time
me with next
I think
time.
the first time
Thanks
time
for
I
fucking
went.
invite.
Well, you were doing something.
You didn't even know. You asked me what I was doing.
Doing something, he goes.
Doesn't Deadwood have a really good crowd too?
One of them tracks out there, dude.
Deadwood does.
Was it Deadwood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it really? We didn't get to go this year, so.
It didn't seem like the normal, but like it was definitely packed, but it wasn't like you couldn't walk.
Off the chains.
Yeah, it wasn't crazy.
Oh, okay.
There's rumors that race is getting axed, but I don't know.
Oh, breaking news.
I'd be
Wow.
surprised. That's
Deadwood.
You
surprising
heard
that
it.
they're taking one
Statistical
out.
facts from Dylan Parsons.
It was coming from like people in town.
Oh, really?
Dylan
Yeah.
Parsons
Oh.
said.
From people in town, according.
Yeah.
Doesn't that core RV guy own that facility?
No, it's like the town.
Okay.
So there's a museum next door, and like we were getting blown up on the text blast and not parked there all weekend.
Oh.
Dang.
Why?
Oh.
Were they disrupting some of their
Because
fucking?
the museum was still open, but the pits is like in the museum.
Okay, but like,
Underground.
let's be real. Like, who's trying to watch a museum when there's a snowcross race going
Thank
on?
you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Shut it down.
Shut the town down.
Get them out.
Get 'em
Yeah,
out.
get
Get 'em
'em
out. Get 'em out.
Get 'em out.
Get them out.
'em
No,
out.
it's the weirdest thing too, man. Like when throughout the day, I was there early on Friday, and there's not a lot of people there, and you can just
Friday.
kind of Friday. I was there at like about 1 p.m. and then 1 to 5. It was just
Blackout.
very sparse, very sparse. and then at about 5:45, it's like I don't know where they show up from, but all of a sudden there's just a lot of people there. Because my sister said something. She goes, "Where did these people come from?" I'm like, I don't know.
They got done with work.
Because, dude, I looked around and I'm like, I didn't
our races.
I'm like, I didn't really see anybody like coming in, and then all of a sudden it's just people.
How
And
long
then
is
same
their
thing
show?
on Saturday?
Their show from like
6
opening
to
ceremony.
9, I would say.
It's only about 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which I think definitely helps, and it's not competing against Millville.
Yep.
Well,
Same weekend.
No, Indianapolis.
But Millville's in the same state, though.
they've actually
She's saying,
cut
like-
some of the classes out of the night show. Like sport class used to be in the night show. They run all that before the night show.
Sport class final, right? Used to be in the
it used to be in the night show, and now it's before opening ceremonies, which sport class was normally a good show.
You know, it's an even better show, the over 30. Them guys fucking rock.
Well, we have a rider in the over 30, and he's like a 10th place rider, and we give him shit like that he has to, and he can get a whole shot because he's got like good clutching and all that stuff,
Yeah.
and then he's got Andy Leaders and all those guys blowing by him like the first half a lap.
Who's number 112?
Peterson.
Damn.
Hey,
I don't know
Jeffrey,
if it was.
To be fair, they thought it was you breathing in the mic.
It's because we play games with this guy, and
Yeah.
sometimes we call him Darth Vader every now and then. So he thought he could get one on Jeffrey.
The Christian Jaskowski guy's got like the cheapest of
Yep,
mics.
Chris.
Cheapest what?
Cheapest of mics.
Oh,
So
Yeah,
they-
Chris, nothing else.
yeah, Chris, just Chris.
Yeah, just Chris.
Shit, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, 112. Dude, I don't know if he's just got a puffy jacket or what, but bro looked like a hog rolling by, and I was like, damn! I was like, because I remember hitting my sister, say, hey, look, I got a chance. I was like, damn, this guy's a fucking unit out there. Gotta give him a head start, man. It's like, holy shit.
hey, would you guys go horseback riding with Tito?
No.
Immediately, no.
That was the best.
that was so fast,
Immediate-
too.
Like, no. No
Do
way.
you think Tito can go horseback riding?
That's a big horse, man.
Did you hear Baumgartner? When we had him on, we were talking about going horseback riding. He's like, I think they'd put him on a donkey and not tell him. they're like, that'll be a little bit more acceptable.
Yeah. I was like, I have to tie 2 of them donkeys together. Just
But he loves horseback riding.
Loves it.
Loves it.
Yeah,
He
going
loves-
on a date real soon, actually, horseback riding.
He loves a lot of things.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
So you
Especially
name it,
things he's never done. He loves those the most.
you name it, I've probably done it, but I will do it.
He probably
You're
hasn't
going
done it, but he
horseback
loves it.
riding with a horse chick then, so that's why you want to go horseback riding.
That's like him saying that
He loves skiing.
loves holding it down in turn 1.
Hey, that was a really good question last week, though. That was a really good question.
Buy horse life insurance first.
Buy the horse life insurance.
yeah, buy the horse life insurance.
That was a good question last week, though. Somebody said, do you think you got a better chance at holding it down through turn 1, flat-footed, or holding off Edrin Cooper from sacking the quarterback for 2.75 seconds?
Well, what are you holding it like on a pit bike or what are we
Pro
talking?
vehicle.
Pro vehicle.
Pro spec.
Well, pro
Your
spec,
vehicle.
You can try it.
In
You
yours?
can hear it pop.
Yeah.
You let him try it in yours?
No.
He goes, no.
He like touch it. Hey, you know who's got to fix it?
I think you can do it in a light buggy.
Yeah. We can get you in the light buggy.
Think we can get it in one of the Schultz buggies?
Sure. Yeah, they got one sitting.
We'll just take the seat out.
Yeah.
Dude. I think we have Creighton's old seat laying around somewhere at Mikey's shop. We could fit you in
Dude,
there.
Creighton, I forgot Creighton raced that.
Yeah.
Yeah, serious question.
can get you in.
Could we get him a seat?
Yeah, we
yeah.
got one. I think we have one at Mikey's.
It will fit?
Yeah, I don't know if it'll fit in the car anymore, but because we make them a little narrower, but
Okay.
maybe.
All right.
Wow.
But
There's a chance.
there is a big boy seat, I think.
There's a chance.
So, okay, I guess
All right, school bus race or light buggy?
Dude, light buggy.
probably light buggy. I'd probably do that.
Do you think your boobs would bounce?
Dude, 1,000%, bro. I went over a carved hill on the fucking mountain, and my fucking shit was like, bop, 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 bop. It looked like two water balloons.
Yeah, but you'd be in a
See how
race
you do
suit.
that?
What?
It's a hill, not a mountain.
There's a mountain, bro. It's fucking on the mountain, dude. It's wild, man. My eyes are all water. It's going so fast.
Yeah, that was him on the fucking return to the top of the bunny hill.
That's me on the
rope
ski
pull?
lift. Yeah. It's so fast, bro.
Yep.
Oh, you see what Jazz said?
No, what'd you say?
Oh, Pro Spec is not a pro vehicle.
Hot
Oh,
take.
wow.
What do you guys think of that?
Whatever. I don't even know who that guy is.
Yep.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
None of us no longer do either.
Yeah.
I'm sure he doesn't know who I am either, but I don't know who that guy is.
Yeah. Never heard of her.
Yeah.
So that was one of the original bets, though. Was man, we were, I don't know, we were pretty young.
What are we talking about?
I don't know if we were in high school. The turn one bet.
Oh,
I made
okay.
a bet with Keegan like a long time ago. I think when we were in high school, or shortly afterwards. And I remember we were watching, and I remember I looked at him. I was like, you think you could hit turn one flat-footed? He's like, no, probably not. I was like, damn. I bet I could hit that flat-footed. He goes, and Keegan, he's like, no. I'm like, I will bet you
He's probably
$1,000.
gonna post up in here.
I said,
because
I'll
they're
bet
talking
you
about it.
$1,000. And again, back in like 08, bro, this is fucking $10,000, right? Might as well be. And I was like, I'll bet you $1,000. I bet I can hit turn one flat-footed. Like first time ever in a pro vehicle. He's like, no. I was like, I'm telling you, man, one of these days it's gonna happen. So that's been.
He didn't
that's
say
been
he
our
had to
bet.
successfully go through it.
So he said that Keegan said, I can't crash, is what he said. That's all he said. And I was like, okay, I can do it.
He goes, I can do that. How fast are you going through turn one, roughly, in your vehicle?
Like 80 something.
Damn.
I think it was like
Taylor
85 or something like that.
Taylor
Maybe.
Roloff said, "Get him a light buggy for the Dirt City Sportsman race." I mean, hey guys, hey chat.
Could we do
Let's
that?
round up some money.
Is that roll
And,
off?
and
Yeah.
it's roll off.
Yeah.
Can we do
And
that?
we'll see if we can't sort it out. Look at these guys are like,
Let me see what we can do.
let me tell you
How
this.
much is it
Yeah,
to
how
rent?
much
is Let me it to tell you
How
this.
much is to
Class.
rent?
He's gonna go so
Maybe you do our social media for a little while. Maybe we could rent out a light buggy.
We could make a little
Ooh,
blog about it.
trade work.
Yes.
Trade work.
What
That's
if,
we like to
what if we
Dude,
just
Tito's gonna be so slow. Like, you
if-
ever seen molasses
You
drip
ever
out of a
seen-
tree in -2?
I don't think you get out of second
You
gear.
ever see GameCube race?
Yeah, JQ's gonna be going.
Oh, yeah. He's like, he's flying.
Third City, you could probably stay in second gear most of the time.
JD Media said I'll sponsor. I mean, I'll chip in. I got 20 in Tito's buggy. Look at this. Hey, by the end of the night.
What if we just get a test day going first?
No.
Actual race,
Yeah,
man?
full on race.
Yeah.
Dude,
Hey, we got 50 more. We got 50 more.
you
only one.
you saw me spot a race and I called
We
the
can-
pile up. Imagine me being in that
the
motherfucker.
guy that can run turn one flat-footed, fucking backing out over here.
Yeah, That's all I
Racing
need.
a light buggy at fucking Leno.
That's all I need to hear. Who's willing to lend me a motor? You know what I mean? 'Cause I'm blowing that motherfucker up. I'm going for it.
I'm going for it.
You know what I mean? The real question is, how many gears can you get out of it? That's the real question.
3.
Because I'm.
I tell you right now.
Yeah, right here.
Can anybody make 4? Because I'm going.
Well, you put it in 4, you're not going anywhere
Yeah,
anymore.
it's
It's gonna go.
overdrive.
Yeah, 4 looks like an R. So.
You know what? That's gonna be his excuse. Is I was just going so fast. I was trying to rip 4th gear all the time. That's why I was so slow.
Yep. Just too much.
I mean, we can probably make a vlog
Dude,
about
there's
it. And
one
we'll
on
get
Marketplace for $4,000
we'll
right
get
now.
more
I think
people
we could probably pony up and
to the
buy them
to
one.
the bleachers
Yes.
for that single race than there will be the whole time.
so we're talking a light buggy, right? What's the horsepower on that? 85.
Dude, he says he'll
No,
throw in a
like
Cane's gift
55.
card. Wait,
I ain't getting nowhere in that motherfucker. That ain't getting me
do we have
around.
Canes around here?
No, we don't.
Raising Cane's?
I was gonna say.
Madison.
Oh no! So me and Ryan's thing is whenever I go visit him, we go get
What's the
Raising
cost
Cane's.
difference between a Pro Light and a Pro Spec engine and trans package?
The motors are about the same.
Motor's about the same, but it comes with all electronics.
Right.
Yeah.
So how much is a Motec and all that stuff for the Pro Lights?
I don't know.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
How
mean-
much is tranny to tranny?
$5,000 a piece, I think. For
They're both the same.
Pretty
yeah,
close.
yeah, they're pretty close, but we don't have to buy the converters and all the trans coolers and all that extra heavy shit. So
So that's where most of the savings is. So by the time you're sitting down, the engine, Pro Spec engine comes with wiring harness on it.
Yep.
But no dash harness, right? Just an engine harness.
correct.
And the trannies are about the same, but Pro Light, you got to buy a torque converter. Can they run billet converters yet? I don't know.
I don't know on that, but then you also have to have like 3 or 4 gear sets too for every track.
Right. For a Pro Light and a whole lot of coolers.
Yep, and it weighs way more.
8K Motec for Pro Light. Pro Life, but Pro Light. So he's saying 6 to 8K for Motec by the time you're said and done on a Pro Light.
So then
So
that
you
puts
say
the,
that.
that puts the engine package on Pro Light at like 15 grand then.
Yeah, I don't know what they
Yeah,
even cost.
they're 9 supposedly. Like it's about the same.
Is that what you guys? Yours are the same. Is
Yeah.
that what they started out as? Same
Yeah,
price?
yeah.
They were always $9,000.
Yeah. Yeah, both our engines were $9,000.
Which I didn't think you could. Oh, I guess they went pro or they went LS now. I've been out of it for a while.
Yeah.
So
And
say
like that engine will you hook fuel to it and it'll run like what they send. Like it's everything.
okay, that was from
Hey, you're welcome,
whatever that
Kyle.
guy's last name is.
Why, Kyle D.
Yeah, what's it say?
D'Souza.
D'Souza?
Zoza? I don't know.
Anyways,
Yeah, that's why.
So-
Thank you, Kyle, for that
yep.
question.
We're talking about getting Tina. You're gonna be Tina. Tito strapped in. You know what? I'm gonna get you a stick. If we make this happen, I will sponsor the whole hood, whatever it costs, and it's gonna say, "Come eat your dinner, you fat lard." And it's gonna be a picture of Tina.
Just a fucking llama on the front.
Yes.
Just as it like fits up the hole.
Yes.
Oh, man, dude.
Who's the crew chief? Matt?
No. I'll do it. I'll help you out.
Yeah, there we go. There we
Sure.
go.
Yes, there we
Who's
go.
the spotter? Is that
Lyle.
the crew chief?
Yeah.
CJ spot for you?
Yeah, CJ.
JQ. Yeah, it's gotta be JQ.
It's gotta be JQ.
It's gotta be JQ.
It's gotta be JQ.
It's only fair
All
to
right.
be
Let
JQ.
Carter go. You let Carter go, and then you can take the rest out.
Deal.
All right.
Deal.
They don't do the swap, right?
Not anymore, no.
No. Well, this is
This is
sportsman
sportsman
only.
race. This is sportsman only race.
Is it part of points or
No.
it's just? So yeah, it's not. It's just a one-day single event. So I don't know how they do the lineup.
I'm pretty sure we could
Yeah, I think it's
like weasel $100 and be like, put Tito in.
No, because then Matt will go up there and pay him $200 to take him off the front, so he doesn't have to fix it afterwards.
I think the deal is I think they're using practice as like a time qualifying now.
yeah.
So
Well,
for
in
the
real sports,
yeah. So for the first race of the
but I
season,
don't know. If
I don't know about the Lena race. I think it's just a
we're talking about
standalone.
a different.
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about the standalone Lena race. It's not champ or more.
oh, fuck that one.
That one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Let's do it. Let's rip
We'll
it.
get you in.
Damn, I thought you were trying to put me in front of
Have
everyone.
you ever seen Ricky Bobby?
Everyone's gonna be there.
Yeah.
You seen Ricky Bobby?
Yeah.
You know, like when he gets hurt and then he comes back and he's like, "Woo, feeling good."
Yeah,
He's going 3 miles
And
an
then
hour.
they're like, "Pyum, pyum, pyum, pyum." Are those the
man.
other cars? That's gonna be Tito on the radio. Wait, are those the other cars?
That was like me when I was on that 110.
That
Dude,
also happened,
I was
probably.
I was letting that thing eat, man. I'll tell you.
It needs sheepdog outside shag.
Up at Pine Ridge, man, they called me Big Ripper. So I was out there letting it eat.
That one time.
$100 to everyone. Tito finishes a head that doesn't break. Okay, so he's gonna pay you $100 for every person you beat that's not broke,
Oh, dude, I'm.
and every
excited.
person that passes you, you owe him $100.
Ooh, you know what? Well, it depends on where I start, though. You know what I mean? If I start in the back, then you know.
Well,
I don't
good
owe
for you.
nothing, You know.
Then good for you.
Then it's an automatic. But if I'm like somewhere where I throw down a top 3 qualifying time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got
Top 3 qualifying
a
time.
lot to lose. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
You'd have a better chance at running the track on your feet for one lap and being top 3 than probably in the race car. Like, I saw you. You were ripping before you pulled that hammy.
I was, man. Right? I
Yeah.
got speed, man. Ever since then, though, I got that PTSD.
PTSD.
Can't leave it open now. You know what I mean? Got to govern myself. So,
Wow.
but when I'm in a vehicle, though,
Banging gears, passing
bang your
clears.
gears, bro. You know what I mean? Don't even put a clutch in there. Just fuck it.
Matt's thinking about
Matt,
that
you
tranny
did- you
afterwards.
definitely
Like,
need
you
to
know
use a
what? You know
You definitely
what?
need to use a clutch in the light buggy.
Is the whole track downhill? Physics matters.
We do got a good.
You know, coming out of the hellhole, we're gonna have to get a tow truck.
Oh man, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
can you drive stick?
Yeah,
The last time he tried.
yeah. I learned how to drive stick when I was 16.
Oh, roll off.
I'm one of the few.
Wait, is that what you, is that where you got it?
Yeah, yeah. I could drive stick.
Good.
Matt.
Yeah, that's one of those. Yes, I actually can.
He's like,
for once, I'm not bullshitting.
He's like, I love to drive stick.
I love to drive stick. Yeah. Hey, who's got a Jetta?
I love to drive stick.
Drive stick.
We get off. He's gonna be like, so, which one of you guys has a stick shift car? We can go out.
Yeah.
We can go out in this non-existent neighborhood and learn how to
Oh yeah, dude, fucking just let it
get that Pro Spec noise going through the neighborhood. Pop, 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 pop.
Just gonna put it on speaker and just make it sound like it's cool.
I think we can make this happen.
I think we might be able to do it. We might be able to make it work.
Yeah, we got 2 months.
It is. It's a cherry
Red Honda Civic.
It's a deep cherry Honda Civic.
Deep cherry red.
Deep cherry.
Is it maroon?
I think it's maroon. It's a stock 2013 Honda Civic.
That's a fake taxi.
Yeah, but someone else put a sticker on my car today, Jeffrey. What does it say?
I don't
Go ahead, say it.
I don't know.
If you honk, what? Come
What?
on,
What?
say it. I know you put it on there, fucker.
You know, we got to run a show.
Yeah, but
gotta run
we're
the
waiting.
show.
Yeah,
We're waiting.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
He says it all fast.
I didn't even realize what you said until I did. He said, if you honk, I'll come.
Oh my God.
That's the sticker. Because we came out and immediately he already said something. He's like,
Oh, you came out.
you know,
Huh?
I arrived out of the apartment. He goes, who put a sticker on your car? And I looked. I'm like, I literally just went and picked us up a pizza. And I'm like, it wasn't on there before, and now all of a sudden it is.
Did you say that? Did you still share with him?
Yeah.
I
Of
wouldn't
course.
have.
I bought him lunch and dinner today because I love him.
Did you leave the sticker on?
Yeah.
That ain't coming off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the most action he's probably going to get. So, I
yeah.
mean, might as well let it run.
Got to let him know.
Let it run. All right. Well, what was some of our? We had some really good topics set up to go,
Well,
and then
I
we
mean-
forgot them all.
Our guest.
Yeah, I know, but
How was your guys' season? I mean, obviously you guys won.
It was
Pretty good.
Yeah, it was great.
I mean, that's about what you're going to get.
No, it was really good. I mean, we got on the podium almost every weekend. There was only a few times where I made a couple mistakes and blew some tires off and stuff like that. So, but otherwise it was great. Like everything went together and everyone else decided to wreck a little bit. So
Worked out
we capitalized on that.
for sure.
So I got a question for you. Bark River, right? It's like Saturday. Was it Saturday or was it Sunday? Saturday, right? And did you let Hunter win?
No, that was one of the mistakes days.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, don't do this to me, man.
I got a flat tire in the first turn, and then I was in the pits when Nick wadded her up off the thing, and then I'm sitting there waiting, and then on the restart, I decided to run into the guys catching back up, and then my body was just falling in my face, like off Taco Bell. I was doing a wheelie, and I just couldn't see, like I was just surviving, and then those guys decided to spin each other out, and then Hunter's ahead of me, and I'm like, well, I'm in second. I'm still gonna get on the podium on this day, and I thought I totally ruined it.
Dude, made it turn back around, man. Wyatt the Riot decided to make a move on Chris Vandenelsen, and it didn't work
Yeah,
out.
but I did the day before in same position, and it worked.
Well, yeah, yours was probably a little bit more, what should we say, fluent? Or, I don't know. I don't know the right way to
a
put
little
it.
more experienced.
Maybe experienced is a better way to put it.
yeah.
Or less takeout-like, maybe.
It's door to door.
But
Yeah.
like that one was kind of like, I kind of felt like how your dad talks, where your eyes roll in the back of your head. Like he hit me off that new jump there before the gravel pit. Like he hit me in the air there, and my truck did a wheelie, and then I landed way out on the outside. I'm like, no. Like,
That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
So overall, how was the class? I mean, it seemed like you guys were banging a lot, and then there's a lot of like drama there for a little bit. You know, with
drama?
little Nick Visser and
I
who's
don't know
that?
that there was drama,
I
was
don't
it?
really think there was any drama, really. Like it was good racing. Nick is
Fast
he's just
the first half.
he is very fast. If you need to lay down a lap, he's going to qualify first every time. He's really fast, but his he needs to work on just backing it off just that little bit, and I think he'd win a lot of races. But yeah.
Yeah, and he seems to be. He's one of those guys. I've talked to him a handful of times. That's a pretty straight shooter. Like That's one thing that I've always respected other racers, people for. That days they get beat, days that whatever, they're just like, yeah, dude, I fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Nick's
and
a great dude.
there's multiple times I went and talked to Nick, like, was killing it the first half, second half gets shuffled back to like third, and afterwards be like, or fourth, whatever. You don't even know some days. And like, dude, what happened? I don't know. I just sucked.
Yeah.
Like I had it going, and then I lost it, and I just couldn't ever get it back.
Yeah.
Which was pretty interesting. You don't see that as much in short course, I would say, as you do like other forms of racing, right? Where tires, I would say, have a bigger effect in a sense. Like you go to like pavement racing and pit stop and strategy and tire wear, all has a little bit bigger effect. You see it a little bit more there than you do here. So, question for Matt. So coming from obviously racing family, we were talking about beforehand, your families grew up together racing against each other. Obviously your dad won many races, championships in the buggy world. You've won many races, not quite got the championship wrapped up, but was real close for many years. I mean, the last, I don't even remember how many years. I remember watching light buggy. You were always in there. Now to the role, obviously you had your accident in the pro light, changed the outcome of things, and now to your role in the pro spec side, helping Dylan. Do you think that just having like that racing background and that kind of format really helps your position in a sense?
I think I definitely have an advantage on a lot of the other crew chiefs, I guess, just because I've been there and I've been around so many people that have been influential to teach me how to run a team. And obviously Mikey Van Den Heuvel, he taught me so much. We learned so much from in our younger years when he was working for Sean Morris on what to do and what not to do, and
like
then
put a Napa hat on, and roll over it,
in
on an open
parade lap or
720s?
whatever. Yeah.
Just get that out of the
Then
way. right away.
also Jeff Kincaid and Charlie Schlevy have also been very instrumental in me learning how to kind of run a team. I'm not the most technical guy, but I think I know enough people to get us set up to be fast. So,
what do you think, Dylan? You think coming? I've always said like it's really hard to have a spotter or a crew chief or a racer or a pit guy, I should say, that's not to rely on, because you rely on all of them, right? You rely on all your crew guys in a certain way, but that one key person that you really need to rely on, it's really hard. There is a handful of them. There's a good handful that have made it work, that are really successful and really good at what they do, that have never raced.
yeah.
But it's really hard to find that guy that can give constructive criticism in a way that you both relate and take it the correct way when they've never raced.
Yeah.
So being that Matt's raced and had many years racing, obviously raced a pro light for, was it over a year?
Just about a year.
Just about a year.
Yeah.
To me would be like pretty key. I mean, you have that guy in your back pocket that's been in multiple positions, whether the buggy, the truck. Obviously worked with Mikey many years. I think you guys are pitted out of Mikey's shop, correct?
Yep. During the winter.
Yeah.
During the winter?
Yeah.
Okay, so having that as well, to me would be a really big benefit.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have done this without Matt. Like when that chassis was for sale, I showed him. He's like, "Go talk to Mikey," and then I showed Mikey.
What did it start as? What was it?
It was
That
Casey
was-
Curry's last LS truck.
Yeah,
Okay.
the school has had it. Like they ended up with like all of Curry's stuff left, and it was
Okay.
pretty much just a roller that was all rusty. That
It just surface rust. It was like they sandblasted it and then must have left it outside for a little bit. We found it on Marketplace and
It was new? Or he raced it?
he raced it a handful of
Okay.
times.
it was the one that was painted monster green.
Yeah,
Okay.
Trad built it actually.
Okay. And then went to Mikey's and got the chop cut rebuild?
Mikey came down to the shop I was working out of and took tape and marked every tube we had to cut before it came by him, and it was like half the truck.
Yeah. Yeah, we threw several hundred pounds of tubing away.
Like we pretty much kept the shell and cut everything else out.
Out of the middle, basically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that's kind of the going rate of
And
if you're
Casey
going to
Cur-
redo a truck.
And Casey Curry was a little smaller than me.
That is true.
Casey makes you look tall.
Yeah, Casey's just a wee little guy. So yeah, that would be a big change.
But yeah, our first when we found the truck, like Dylan asked me, because I'd kind of stopped working for the team I was working with before, and I was just kind of helping him out. We were trying to win single buggy races and championships, and when this came about, and the Pro Spec was so much more feasible than going Pro Light. Just we knew how expensive it was. Mikey had just built that truck for Point and the best of the best stuff, and several $100,000 to build that thing, and we were able to build our truck for under $100,000, so it worked out good.
Yeah. Speaking of him, do they still have that?
No,
It's back in Wisconsin, and it doesn't have a Pro Light engine in it anymore.
no.
It's a Spec.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Spec.
It got converted this offseason.
Oh,
I don't
so
know if
it's-
I'm allowed to say whose it is.
But it's not Dylan's.
We just
No.
let it all out. Yeah, go ahead.
It's another mod cart kid.
yeah, another
Okay.
mod card kid.
Okay, well that's good.
So
That's good. So it's Dylan's done.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
yeah. Dylan Poynton's done. I'm
Dylan
sorry.
Poynton,
Yeah,
that's what
Dylan
I'm
Poynton's done.
asking.
Yeah, he
No, they got everything.
Dylan
all
Poynton's
the parts, everything.
yeah,
done.
they bought all of it. So his he hurt his back. Like he bent the rear end housing in the whoops of death, and
Okay.
it like he went through the jumps or whatever, and I think the rear end housing hit the fuel cell, and it jacked
his
his
back.
back up. So now he's fishing. I think he's bass fishing.
Oh. JG, call him up.
Yeah.
Need a fishing buddy.
Dylan fell off the face of the earth, though.
Dude.
No one's seen or
Gone.
heard from him.
Gone. Awesome family.
Yeah, great people.
Made some mud off products and brought it around the off-road races for a little while there. I think his dad was a chemical engineer.
Yeah.
Pharmaceuticals or something.
Yeah, and so they made ran UTVs, was pretty good at that.
Yeah.
And then moved up and through the midst of it, made some mud off like
Yeah, it was
spray
like
that they were giving out,
Jared-
muck off stuff.
Jared is saying, let the secret out.
Well, I mean, they basically did. It's a mod cart kid, so there's probably only a couple that are big enough, old enough, and or raced enough to move up.
Yeah.
But
Not me. So
okay, so if there's 3 classes that have to go, what are they going to be?
Oh, we're on this.
You want to ask me that?
Yeah, all of the above. We're just going to throw it out there right away.
Stock truck, unfortunately.
Okay.
Agreed.
Get him out.
Yeah, I was just saying,
Get 'em out.
Get him out.
That's
Basically,
it's
we said
because,
one pro class, one sportsman class, and one youth class.
pro light. Because
Yep.
there's
Yeah,
only
get 'em
like
out.
there's only gonna be like
Get it
5.
out.
Get him out.
So we're all in agreement.
Who's going to be in Pro Light this year besides Holter?
Yeah.
I
think Matt Wood.
Matt Wood.
We had just had KGB redo his.
Yeah. And then Lee Bergen has
Lee Bergen-
Wickman's old truck.
Lee Bergen has one, and I don't know if
Dave Bayer or not Bayer.
Josh Baer.
Josh Baer.
I don't know what. I haven't heard nothing from Bear.
Yeah.
Or seen anything about Bear lately. Man, I'm sure somebody in the chat probably talks to Bear
But
more than we do.
Gibbs still has his truck. I don't know if he's
Yeah.
gonna try and race both, but that really
And
won't be
then,
much competition for him.
The scrapyard kid,
Oh, Milhausen.
Milhausen has his
yeah.
truck at KGB's right now.
Oh,
Joy
Joey Sylvester.
Sylvester.
Monster truck Joe.
Yep.
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 Watch out. He run your ass right over.
Yeah.
And he thinking Noma.
I'm gonna take the.
I don't know what the
So you got
the
6.
parishes are doing. Like
They're out.
they're out
They're out,
completely.
They're out.
Out
Get them out.
completely.
Get 'em out.
Get 'em
Let's
out.
get that.
Get 'em out.
Get him out.
That the kid that raced Pro Spec was really good.
Yes, he was.
Christopher?
Christopher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, that guy was fast.
Yeah.
The kid,
Well,
the brother, the younger brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good.
He was,
Because that was one of my questions was how did you guys play, like game plan for those drivers? You know, you had Wyatt Miller,
Well-
then Christopher Parrish. You know, swap.
Is Miller
So
coming
the-
back all year?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
The first weekend,
truck.
Parrish was non-existent. Like I think he showed up late for qualifying and didn't get to practice or anything. But like he rolled over, and then like we were 100% focused on Nick being the guy that we had to beat. So, yeah.
Michael Funk. Is he pro light or pro spec?
Oh yeah, Funk is
yeah.
pro light.
So
Only a
they'll
handful.
have 10 trucks.
Yeah, they have a handful.
Yeah,
Yep. One more.
How many do you guys have?
Is it in
Do you,
Glazy?
do you know how
We're
many
about-
moving
I think
up?
they're about 15 now. Damn near.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like
is it in Glazy? Is he in?
Yeah, they get
Light?
one in
they
each.
have
Oh,
one
okay.
each.
Yeah.
So, but then we got Hemmer has Rayford's old truck.
Okay.
And
Did
then-
anyone buy Morris's?
Not yet.
It's a spec, right?
Yeah.
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 Is it made out of gold?
It's sitting there.
It
It's
might
it's ready to go. And then Winners is still for sale too. I think.
Yeah,
right?
Winter has a Pro Spec too.
Someone bought Hayward's pink one.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh, the old
The old
box
truck.
car.
the box car, the Ross Hook.
Which was Cody Kleiman's old truck. or
Well,
Mark Kleiman's.
Mark's truck. They got it from Hook.
Yeah.
Barry just built a new one.
Oh,
He
yeah,
did.
that's right.
I think Chad
Mateg.
Mateg built that for him. Okay, what do you guys take on Frankie Winter? What was he gonna do? He's got a new truck.
Corey. You mean?
Corey Frankie
Yeah.
in a beat ride, new roller, converting it. Well, he bought it as a roller, converting it to Fox. It was Bilstein, and putting all of his stuff in it.
I think it's gonna be good.
Think it's gonna be a big difference?
The truck's a little lower.
He was fast already though.
Yeah, I know, but do you think he's gonna be better?
I don't know.
I mean,
is he racing though?
Yeah.
Not many, but I don't. I think he's
I
doing
think he'll
about the
still
same
be, I think
schedule.
he'll be right there where he was. Like he'll be right there with them guys where he was.
But
like,
hopefully
I
he
think
can test some more. And,
Yeah, I don't.
who's helping him? Like I don't.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's tough to do if you don't have a guy that.
It's good at setup.
Yeah. I mean, you're building a brand new truck. He doesn't have Kurt and Kyle helping him anymore, right?
I mean, not
As far as like
setup
being a
wise.
setup guy.
No, I mean it was at KGB's shop for a while, so they're still good buddies and work hand in hand together on some stuff. But I don't know. I personally feel like he had one of the better working trucks out there. He
Yeah.
could go about anywhere and was fast right out of the
Yes.
gate. Right.
And that was Horde's old truck. That was a dialed truck.
Was it McGrath truck?
No, Zach wrecked that one.
Okay. Oh yeah, Zach had that one. He has Keegan's.
Yep.
Keegan.
Is he coming back?
Yep. A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit like.
I think he's not racing a full season. But
Yeah.
Aw.
So we're gonna lose him. And I talked to Bradley Shear today. He said Meister's doing a couple coming back for a couple
got the thing
super
on
buggy.
Snapchat every day running.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pressure.
yeah, he's gonna do a couple of the first ones.
And see how it goes.
See how it goes.
That's what Meister was telling me too.
Yeah. So
I'm excited to see that rate. That
Super
Pro
Buggy's
Buggy is
huge
Pro
all of a
Buggy is
sudden, dude.
awesome.
Yes.
Huge,
Yeah.
huge.
Dude, Pro Buggy went from being like all the older guys, like Hester and JD and a lot of those older guys to now Schwabi, and now it's a really competitive class.
Oh yeah.
I think personally, I think the Ecotech made the overall racing not as good. There's way more cars in it now, right? And they don't seem to. It's probably more affordable, but it seemed like when there was Fords and Toyotas and a couple different people building them different ways, that certain cars were good on certain tracks,
just gonna
and you
say
got
that.
a lot more like diverse racing.
Yep.
Where we were talking about it just I think last week or the week before. It almost seemed like they had a lot of winners this year. A lot of different people won in Super Buggy this year, but it was typically whoever started in the front row.
Yeah.
They were all good enough and all like really similar speed that whoever like one of the two front cars seemed like they won, and they just all followed each other
Yeah,
around.
and
And the
there's
tire.
so many
The
of
tire
the
changed.
same car. Like they're 80% Alumacrafts.
Yeah, yeah. I think there's one Funko,
And then
one or two Funkos.
Racer that
Yep.
Ben Lorenzo races.
Yeah, a racer. And I think the tire changed it, right?
Yeah.
Like when I ran Super Buggy back in the day, nobody ran a flat track.
No, it was all trains.
It was all trains or mutters, and you just gambled on it. Like, so there was one tire that was better now, one tire was better then, and now everyone's kind of committed to the flat track tire. So they all suck in the beginning, and no one really has bite, and then they all line up at the end.
But I think Bernlauer doesn't run the flat track tire.
Bernlauer switched to the winter tires, the hand cooks, and now I've seen a lot of other guys start switching them this year. Like I think I've seen Billy Booth do it too, and
They're running like a 235 or
Yeah.
bigger.
Dude, a snow tire.
It's a-
lights out.
yeah, it was a snow
Lights
tire,
out.
and they barely grooved them, and I was like, whoa, it worked really good.
Yeah, I mean, I tried that same flat track tire was around when I was around, and it sucked. I hated it.
Yeah,
Like, I never thought it was that great. I ran a
it was
BFG,
a radial TA, right?
a TA that was like a snow tire. It was all siped up. It was a I don't even know what they considered it, but it was a TA.
Yeah.
And it was on a real wide wheel to help like flatten out the surface area of it. And that seemed to be like the best thing I found all around. It was good in the beginning, good at the end.
Yeah.
kind of like probably what we're going to see a little bit this year on the UTV side. The SC1 became legal, which is a flat track tire. It's a project tire.
Is that by
Maxxis.
Oh,
And they're obviously going to compete against the Hoosier Bite.
nice.
So the Bite's good all around. You're probably not going to consistently outbeat a Bite because when they water the shit out of the track, it's good. And at the end of the track, when it's dry slick, it's still good.
It's consistent
It's,
far enough.
dude,
across the
it's
board.
good enough at the. It's so much better at the beginning, and it's good enough at the end that track position's the most important part, right? Getting to the front,
Yep.
and then trying to get around me. Like we're pro stock, anyways. We're 100 horse. You think you're gonna go around the outside of me? Not very often.
It's like buggy
unless-
racing.
Yeah, unless they make a mistake or you can flat out just out momentum them for some reason or another. But
Is Cole coming back? Burnlore?
I haven't heard.
No clue.
No. I thought I seen on his Instagram that he's taking some time off.
It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, he just had a child. So
Yeah. Well, I just didn't know. My next question would have been like, is Jordan out then too?
No, Jordan will be out there.
no, I was gonna say
He's been talking to us a
Jordan
little bit.
just had a kid too, like right after the season or before the season, right around Crandon time.
Jordan was looking for a pro too. I heard.
Jordan.
Also.
Are you
Yeah.
sure? I remember Cole
No,
wasn't
they
there.
both did. Like
Kyle Cooper coming out strong this
he
year
came
in
to
the
the
Pro
race
2.
still, but he right around there. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, because
Oh, didn't know that.
You what?
Coop. I think Coop's gonna step it up.
Yeah?
He's not gonna be like a top 3 guy.
Is he
but
gonna race all of it?
I think
Try
he's gonna.
to?
Yeah, he's gonna run the majority of them. He got some funding.
I saw he got some sponsors. He just posted some stuff
Yeah,
up.
he got a new tire company that's helping out. So pretty cool.
Kyle Coop coming.
I think he. What's cool about Cooper is, like we've seen so many of the sportsman guys move up from super stock, like Mitch Dorr and Rupel and Keith Steele and all these guys, and they just didn't have that. They didn't have the funding to really compete with the Keegans and CJs and those guys. But I think with Cooper, with his dad being an engine builder, I think that really,
Super duper Mr. Cooper.
really helps him out. Coop is.
So
he
that's
can
what his
wheel.
dad does?
Yeah, he's actually worked for Roush back in the 80s and stuff, 80s and 90s, and he's a hell of an engine builder.
Oh, that's cool.
Carb guy, not a
Carb guy.
no fuel injection on that
No
thing.
fuel injection?
No,
No.
no.
All right. Hey, speaking of that, they said, hey, better get some picks this season. Let's hear it. Drop it.
Or you want me to drop it right now?
Picks? Like our
Drop it.
preseason picks?
Nope. Drop it.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, drop it. That was one of the
Yes,
things.
Yes. So in the off season, AJ and
Because this is the show we're having.
Yes. So AJ and myself have been developing a fantasy app for off road.
Nice.
So it's called Impulse Media Fantasy League, presented by Race Driven. So if you played RM Fantasy before, RM Fantasy Supercross or Motocross, it'll be the same layout almost. So instead of the 5 picks that you get, top 5 and is it top 4?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the app. It's top 5 and then a wild card.
Yeah, then a wild card. Well, unfortunately, we don't have the racer entries to do top 5 in off road, so we're going to do top 3 and a fast lap.
Fast lap.
Fast
Okay,
lap.
I like that. Why, you don't think that there's some classes that don't have 5 cars?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that don't finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, look at Pro Spec, right?
I mean, that's kind of the wild card of it all, right? But I think top 3 is better anyways.
Yeah.
Top 3 and fast lap.
Yeah, so we're going to
That's pretty good.
We're going to do the 7 pro classes. So Pro 4, Pro 2, Pro Light, Pro Spec,
Pro stock,
Pro
Pro
Stock
mod,
UTV, Pro Mod, and Pro Buggy.
Nice.
Pro buggy.
Yep.
Damn, that's a lot of classes.
That is
Yes.
a lot.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of classes.
A lot of classes, a lot of names.
A lot of formatting.
So and then
Yeah.
when
Is there
when
going to
we
be
do
stuff
our-
to win?
Huh?
Is there going to be stuff to win, or is it just bragging rights?
No,
or
right now we're working on getting marketing partners to help with that. And
giveaways and stuff?
giveaways right now. And like I said, Race Driven is helping us.
Our boy
fund-
Brian.
Yeah,
Yep,
boy Brian
Brian,
Hiding at
Brian.
Race
Yep.
Driven. Go to his site. But no, he's helping us definitely get this app going and the funding and everything because it's not cheap. Come to find out. So we're really pushing to have it done by the first race. But if not, everyone's going to get a free drop. So definitely the second round, it'll be done.
Is it a
But
free app?
it is the free app
Okay.
right now.
All right. Here's the next question. The people.
The people.
If the people want super stock, what are we kicking out?
Pro super stock truck.
Yeah.
If we're kicking out, if the people want super stock, what are we getting rid of?
Pro stock.
Pro stock.
That's fine. I don't give a fuck. I ain't playing. Kick them all out.
You mean the
Or you're just gonna
classes that
add
we
8.
have?
Well, everyone said super stock.
Oh God, I would have talked to the app developer. He's not too happy with us.
I mean, you can just change the name of one of them. Do like get rid of one of the UTV classes.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I could have a discussion with him, but for the most
Talk to
part,
him.
I mean, we're definitely out there. I don't know if you guys can see this on the Jeffy camera or not.
That is sweet. Fantasy short course.
Yep.
Get rid of pro stock.
Thank you.
Do it. Yeah.
Do it.
I mean, last year we only had like fucking 10 cars most of the time,
Yeah,
anyways,
we only
or
had
12
like
cars.
They only had like 2
I don't know
winners.
if you guys can see that on the Jeffy camera or not.
Was it really?
I don't know. We fucking made it boring though.
But
I think it was like
there's
you.
You're
Well,
still fucking complaining. There must have been. Was there 3?
You and-
Me,
oh,
Jeb,
You,
and
Jeb,
Owen?
and Owen, I think.
Did Owen win one?
Yeah, Crandon.
yeah.
When him and Jeb fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now almost hit me in the infield. That's cool.
Yeah.
About time you fucking have to 1-2 step it
You
off.
stop it, bro. Fuck. See that, man?
Fucking
I just
quick.
stiff armed that motherfucker. in
Quick like a
UTV,
spider.
Man. Fucking bah, dude, get out of here.
Yep,
Yeah,
so,
right,
yeah. So the funny thing is too is that us 3 are going to be testing and everything, and then the goal is to have it done by May 1st,
Yep.
Okay.
which the race is on. Well, May 3rd, but everyone is practicing qualifying May 2nd.
Sure.
So,
Yep. And
Okay,
then,
so
That's cool.
the idea then is to what? Then obviously when we make our picks during the week, we'll just also do it on our phone, so then they'll solidify in.
Yep.
So make picks real time.
Yep.
Nice.
I think I missed you on that part.
Yeah.
What do you mean picks
Oh,
during the week?
so-
Why don't you just
so-
make a pick while you're sitting at a track?
During the podcast, we always make our picks for every pro race. So like who we think's gonna win on like Saturday.
Then you're gonna
Sunday.
lock them in
Yeah.
at the same
so
time.
then as we're discussing who our picks are for the weekend, we're gonna do it on fantasy. So
Like it.
we'll be like
That'd
your
be sweet.
we'll be like your unofficial fantasy experts.
Yeah. So the goal
Essentially.
is to
Sexually?
I thought you said the same thing.
Yeah,
Is that now what you said?
Yeah.
No,
Wait, did
fantasy
you say-
experts?
Essentially, I think.
Oh, you said
Oh, I thought you-
essentially.
yeah.
I thought you said
What-
sexually also.
See, all 3 of us.
Yeah,
you
I
said
thought-
sexually.
I thought
I
you said
said
sexual.
no, essentially, man. I need to fucking go home.
I'm pretty sure you said sexually.
God damn, man, I got the CTE kicking in. We were talking about this yesterday.
Yeah. So off-road fantasy.
That's cool.
You know.
I like it.
Yep.
Just
There
to
should be a
add-
deadline on
add-
your pick so you can't pick right before the race.
Yes, that's exactly. It's gonna be probably like 2:30 p.m. before the
Yeah,
race.
yeah, it'll have to be.
You should do. No, I think you should have to lock it in before fucking qualifying, even. Like before the weekend.
Well, the thing is, like with Supercross, it's only 1 day.
Yeah.
With off-road, you get 2 days.
Right. So your second day will be a little bit more result based pick, right?
Yeah.
The first day should be a fucking wild card. Right? Like
So yeah.
if you've never voted, you should get to watch qualifying. If you've participated in more than 2 events already, you should have to put in your vote before qualifying.
Oh.
And then you could
Well, I mean, unfortunately, qualifying doesn't really matter because of the
invert.
the pill and everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I
unfortunately,
mean, the pill.
that's the
pill.
only bad part about it. What is it?
Casting prototypes next week.
Oh, and then Ryan.
He wants you to talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, talk about it. I don't know. I'm not in on this, so.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Tito.
You were with him.
Yep.
Okay, well, so we are.
We're just dropping a bunch of things here.
Yeah, so we're.
And then we're going to follow it up with their news. If we're going to drop news, let's just keep going.
Yeah.
You guys are up next.
We've been tinkering and toying with what to do with the Gladiator Awards.
Yep.
So last year we did the 3D printed Gladiator Awards.
Yep.
So our maker wants something that's a little more more sturdy. So he bought himself a what is it? A fucking
CNC machine.
Cast iron.
a cast iron thing where you
Oh, where you can cast it.
Yeah. So what he wants to do is he wants to make these like medals, essentially, and on the front would be like the gladiator, and then on the back it would say like the fast lap gladiator thing. So so again, all prototype ribbon metal stuff. But the reason he feels that way is because
we don't get enough medals from Champ Off Road.
so and that's what I brought up. But he feels that way because the 3D printed stuff that we got was very flimsy, and he's afraid that
Change of material.
it would end up wrecking, and then like it all goes to shit. So
I will be the first one to vote. 3D printed gladiator all day over a metal.
okay.
All right.
Oh, you heard it, Ryan.
Dylan, vote.
Yeah.
Those 3D printed things were pretty sick. Like we have enough metals like all hanging in one spot and like
Collecting dust.
yeah.
What about you, Matt?
3D printed.
3D printed.
3D printed.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
how about cast iron printed?
What if it was like a cast
pretty
iron
sweet.
mold of the helmet, and then the bottom was 3D printed?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Anything's better than a metal.
Yeah.
If you give me a metal, I'm probably gonna throw it in the garbage.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say throw it in the garbage because what I'm most likely going to do is give it away, right? That's what we do with majority of ours.
Yep.
Not that we don't care, but you can only get so many of the same fucking metal that they
Yeah.
change the sticker on the back of it before you're just like, yeah. When we did our series, and I'll tell you, when we did side-by-side sports, our goal every week, obviously being a racer, was to give away a cool trophy. None of them were that expensive. We didn't go and like spend all kinds of money on these trophies. We just bought unique things that were just like goofy, right? Like goofy off the wall. Like for the ice race, we had this piece of fucking thing that looks like an ice chunk and that had like a back printed graphic on it, right? And then when we went to Texas, we did the Longhorns. They're cheap. They're like fucking $10 a piece or something. It ain't like they're this expensive, authentic Longhorn. And then we had just like a little metal plate that hung on the front of it. But it's because it's unique. It's different. Like you look at behind us,
Yeah,
all the trophies up there are old. You can't see them on here, but old Lucas Oil stuff.
Yeah.
But every week they gave away some goofy, unique trophy.
But you'll have a story of it. Like you can look at it and
Yeah.
there's a story of that weekend. Like
Yeah.
the metals, like you just here's a pile of metal.
Yeah, I got a pile of USAC medals. Like, what the hell am I going to do with those?
Yeah, it's not
Can't
about
display
how
'em.
much it was, how much it weighs, what it is. You know what I mean?
flimsy.
It's about just the cool factor of
Yep.
it, right?
Yeah.
Like that something unique. You don't want to get the same thing week after week after week after week.
Ask Adrian Cheney about his Oakley time bombs, man. It's
Why does he have any?
not anymore.
But he had two at one point.
Yeah, he had 3. It scared us out too, man.
Yeah, and then what happened to him? Apparently, you guys know the story, so tell it.
Well,
TSA got him.
Yeah, TSA got him.
Can't bring a bomb on an airplane.
Yeah.
They're made out of fucking plexi, or they're made out of.
Oh no! But when you say bomb,
Yeah, they were not that thrilled about.
He's like, what is this?
they're like, what's this? He goes, oh, he's like, it's an Oakley time bomb. And they're like, what? He's like, yeah, it's a bomb. An Oakley time bomb. I won it for being the fastest. And they're like, sir, we can't bring this on. It looks like a bomb. He's like, yeah, it looks like a bomb, but it's not a bomb.
It was made out of plaster.
Dude, I know. Me and him were like in this. Oh, this fucking guy, man. We went to go give him the Gladiator Award, and he's like, "Oh, this is great. Thank you. Come here. Come with me. Come here." And we're like, "Okay." And then we like stopped in front of his trailer, and he walked inside. He's like, "No, come to my trailer." Okay, so we walk inside, and he lets us go in first, and he shuts the door and turns around, and I realize, I'm like, oh, this fucking guy just got us in his trailer, man. I was like, damn, no questions asked. This is where he gets dressed at. And then he's like, stand right there. And we're standing there, and he goes, yeah, see, he's like, look. And he had like his wall, it like got from when he won the 3 days at Crandon. It was like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, with the welded up drivetrain.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Yeah, and then he
four-wheel
won.
drive the whole time.
He won the 3 Oakley bombs, and he had like all 3 of them a picture. And he's like, this is the only picture I have of these bombs. I don't have any more. And that's when he's like, you can't say bomb at the airport. And then me and Lyle were like, we left, and then I was like, man, he got us in there, didn't he? And Lyle was like, yeah, we didn't even ask any questions.
No questions asked. He shut the door behind us. And we're like, all right.
I guess
That was such a cool sponsor, though, having Oakley
yeah.
do that. Like,
Yeah.
that's such good
So,
marketing
well,
for their watches.
Yeah, and
We got all
that's
kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah, and that's where we got the idea from.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
trying to bring it back, and obviously us funding it, we only could fund the core pro class, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this year, I guess what Ryan was trying to do was save us money, but also faster on production was to.
Yeah, the forging of it would be a lot easier, and we could do all 7. But again, if it's metals, then you guys are just like,
I mean, not that we're not thankful, and we like the creativity.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. But I mean, I'll buy a bamboo 3D printer, and he can send me the file, and I'll help him print it. I mean, you can print
So,
carbon fiber now.
we were pretty tough on him last year because it was 2 weeks before
It was really
Antigo and
Antigo.
Antigo, and we were like, hey man, can you print us? Well, we might have miscommunicated this, but we were like, oh, can you print us 3? We need it for Pro 4, Pro 2, Pro Lite. And he goes, oh, well, how many do you need like throughout the year? And we're like, oh, we need 21, but we need these 3 by Antigo. And he's like, man, okay, I'll try.
So you
and
brought you
then-
21 to Antigo.
Printed us fucking 21, like all 20, and then he printed us like an extra, I think 3 just in case, like some of them break. And he's like, yeah, I got up like every 3 hours and
to refill the filament.
for like 4 weeks, for like
Yeah.
the full 2 weeks.
oh yeah, for like the full
Yeah.
2 weeks. He's like, my wife was not happy, man.
I believe it.
And then once they showed up, you're like, I only needed 3. bro.
Yeah. He goes, oh fuck, man. I was like, I mean, thanks, but you can rest now.
You know what? It was probably like a blessing in disguise
Yeah.
because now you don't have to do any more of them. None more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, it was all done. You didn't have to worry about it. Yeah, it probably would have been nice to do like half one week and like half a different week and not have your
Yeah.
wife kill you. But I mean, it all worked out.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess we'll further discuss with him. And again, thankfully, there's a big gap between the first race and the second race, but we'll have something gladiator.
Y'all are too close-minded. Why am I on repeat?
No, he's just.
Oh, that's what it is. 1,000 hours to print. Like I said, he was
Oh.
up and then changing out and going
Yeah.
back to bed. But no, so the reason, the homage that we paid to the Oakley Time Bomb was because we had
1,000 hours of print time.
so
by the
we
way.
were at the C section, and this is where we used to do the off-season show. And I'm gonna get my fucking hands on one of those Oakley Time Bombs.
I know.
at some
I always
point.
wanted to steal one from Jeff.
I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna fucking get one before I die. And I'm like, man, these things are so cool. And then I remember, I think him and I were talking about it, where we were like, oh, like fast lab, this and that, blah blah. And he's like, well, why don't we do something like that? I was like, oh, well, can we? Do you think we can? So we started floating around ideas. We were talking about Call of Duty. Ryan plays Call of Duty with us, and he was like, oh, well, I can 3D print something if you guys want to send a design. So then we had to come up with a design. We're like, well, what do we want? And like, we don't want to just rip off like a
Time
missile
bomb.
again, yeah, because it's just like it's the same thing, but we want to pay homage to it. And the only thing we could think of
Amish.
was the was the skull. So if we did the helmet and then you fit the skull in it, it would still then kind of reflect the same stuff that it had on the bomb. So it was a little bit of a process, but once we got it
Loved
figured
it.
out, then he was
freaking sweet.
So
Yeah, they're really cool.
It was
He
sweet.
goes, they're real cool. Too bad you guys didn't do our class.
yeah.
This year,
This year, right, Ryan?
Yep.
Right?
Yeah,
Right.
we're doing
Start
pro
printing
spec.
now.
Hit print now. No more casting metals. No. All right. Well, you guys have some exciting news.
Yes.
So
Yes.
You guys
let it
are
rip.
up.
You guys are up.
Well,
Go ahead.
all right. So we're just happy to announce that we're back with all of our sponsors from last year. Toys for Trucks. Ibach has stepped up to be our secondary sponsor. Something I'm really pumped about. And then Ken Tires we're back with, and then Bilstein. We made the switch to Bilstein, and it's pretty cool. The Toys for Trucks sells a ton of Bilstein shocks, and was really able to help us solidify that deal. So pretty excited.
Sweet. Were you always Kenda?
Last year was first year on Kenda.
You were Maxxis
The
before
first
that?
year was Maxxis,
Okay.
but I had to buy tires the first year.
Yeah.
So why'd you run Maxxis stickers?
We were hoping to build
Trying to
something.
get something.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
We-
I was just
and
curious.
then that guy quit or got fired or something, and
The little short guy with the long hair?
yeah,
That guy was useless.
it didn't work out.
I mean,
So-
I'm here to say it, whatever. Like, I was, honestly, he's probably the reason that we're not Maxxis
Really?
still. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we're still really good friends with a lot of the, we worked with Brad at Maxxis at
Yeah.
the time, and he moved up the ranks throughout the years. I mean, I was with him for over 10 years.
That's kind of how we got. Creighton actually helped me get my foot in the door with Brad, and then he was so high up, it just didn't. It
Yeah,
just
he-
didn't work out for us. And
Yeah. So a lot of the times he didn't know what was going on, right?
Yeah.
And it was kind of going through different people and different hands and whatever. And then by the time he figured out what was going on, we were already gone. We're
Checked
like,
out.
we gave it 2 years, and we were consistently like, hey, we need change. Like, this
Yeah.
ain't working. Well, there was races we didn't have tires for
Really?
races, and shit wasn't showing up and whatever. And then obviously we went and searched and ended up getting a different deal. And by the time Brad even found out, Brad called my dad and was like, wait, what's going on? We're like, our deal's done already, man. Like,
Yeah.
we tried, and he's like, I didn't even know any of this was going on. So they gave that the guy to get him out.
Get
And
him
they
out.
got
Get him out. Get him
And
out.
then
Get
they
him out.
hired Rosie. I
Yeah,
think
Rosie's
now.
great.
And Rosie's great. She's
Yeah.
at all kinds of events, does a really great job. And
But it was just such mass
Too
confusion
little-
there. That
dude, it
they,
was terrible.
They
It was
didn't
fucking
know what was
terrible.
going on, and we were consistently finishing on the podium, or not consistently. We had started finishing on the podium the second half of our rookie year, and then, we need a better deal than just a discount.
All
Sorry.
right.
Yeah.
we're gonna throw some shit out there. You guys probably aren't gonna answer it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna throw the rumor mill out there. So we're gonna start a rumor tonight.
Yeah.
We're gonna start a rumor. You guys are hearing it right now.
Here for it.
Damn.
Corey Winter on Yokohama tires.
I see a lot of Kendas on Marketplace, so I figured something was up.
Oof. Sorry, Corey. If you're watching, I'm sorry. I heard it somewhere, and we're gonna call you out.
To Yokohama.
Damn.
Well,
dude.
Or you think-
Cheney,
you think-
Kyle Cheney went Maxxis.
Tough times.
Kyle Cheney left Yokohama.
What?
Wow.
Yep. Kyle Cheney's Maxxis. He released it at Hammers. He's back with the Maxxis family.
Nice.
Okay.
So that opened up. So he opened up, and I heard that
Was it because
somebody
left,
slid in,
Trey
slid
Gibbs
in
out? Trey
like a,
Gibbs is off Maxxis.
Really?
really.
Yep.
Did he release where he's going?
No, well, I forgot who we were talking with, but they said that he was running Toyo at King of Hammers.
Yeah, I seen that on his trophy truck or whatever
Yeah.
that is,
Oh, it's 6100.
But do they
Yeah.
have to? Does Yokohama have a tire?
or Maxxis.
Or Maxxis have a tire?
Oh, I have
Yeah, I think they do. That Honda truck runs it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's actually a,
Trophy truck size.
or if it's big enough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did it say Toyo
Yeah,
on his truck or just on the tire?
just on the tires.
just on the tire.
There might
I
not
Oh.
be
don't
a
know.
tire.
But he didn't even have a Maxxis sticker anywhere either.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't run. I mean, most people, anyways.
Or maybe all his tires got burned up. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Sorry. Damn.
That was his.
I'm sorry. I probably should have thought
Wait,
about
to
that
go
one first.
to go back on that. That was his shop.
Yeah.
Was that not his race shop? Obviously, like a house shop that
Yeah, I
burned
think it
down.
was his house shop or something.
Yeah,
Garage.
it's like a little garage area.
Outbuilding.
Outbuilding.
God bless.
But
too bad.
I guess my question to you, Matt, is for someone that's looking for sponsors, how do you start from your rookie season having to buy tires and everything to now having deals like Bill Stein, Toys for Truck, Ellen Rock, Keta Tire, Liquid Molly?
Yeah. We're I'm one of those guys that you got to start building a relationship. It takes a while. And like kind of like what your dad's I've watched from a distance and learned from your dad and yeah, you just got to start small and gradually work into it. Like the first deal that we had with was with Liquid Molly. They took a chance on us, and it was just product. And now we're able to get some money out of them and get product for both our vehicles, our semi, and everything. So just start small and prove your worth, and actually know what your worth is too. Don't, like I made a mistake with the Maxxis thing, but you just gotta believe in yourself and know what you're worth and go from there, and just be transparent with the companies that you're working with too.
Okay.
That's kind
Yeah,
of
for sure. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing is in today's world, for one, you got to go get it, right?
Yeah.
Not very many people come knocking on your door anymore because they can give big titty bitch over here a case of liquid Molly and she's going to get 1 million views on TikTok with it.
Yeah.
Right? And for free.
I thought you were pointing at me, by the way.
He's like, damn.
Not actually.
Damn,
I
bro.
mean, if you could get a. So
I don't know
when
if
did
I'm
you go?
that good.
I was gonna say, when did you go into disbelief when I said 1 million views on TikTok?
Yeah.
But that's the first thing is you got to go get them. And the second thing is I say the same thing Matt said. It is you have to start somewhere. When you go in and tell them that it costs you $15,000 to race or to get a sticker, guess what?
Yeah.
They out.
Yeah.
They don't even.
And-
they don't even know who you are. If you're any good, if the sport that you're bringing to them truly is what you're saying, you need to get them in the door, get them to a race, or you got to start somewhere. You got to
That's
start somewhere.
what it was for us too. So IBOC, we were with a different spring company, whatever, and we switched to IBOC last year because they're just a lot better quality in our opinion. And we had the guys at IBOC was giving us free product and stuff last year, and Dylan with Shock Tech, he sells a lot of springs now, and we had some leverage. And then we met the guys at Crandon. They actually came and they hung out in our pit all weekend. They had a blast, and we really built a good rapport with them. And yeah, now we met them at PRI, and they wanted to step up, and now we kind of got screwed over with the Mint 400 deal. They were going to be our title sponsor for the Mint, and with that backing out, I showed you the picture of that, Jeffrey.
Badass.
It was so cool.
I still
And
think you should run with that.
yeah,
Yeah,
I wish we could, but
Yeah.
we will on Sunday at Crandon for the
Yeah.
Red Bull Cup.
That was
Yeah.
That was the deal. It was going to be the Mint, and then the Sunday at Crandon was we sold the IBOC as like a
Tribute.
kind of like how NASCAR does it. Like
Yeah.
they have a different one every weekend.
Yeah.
So
Right.
like when we walked away from their booth at PRI, I talked to them and I'm like, dude, we have to hit them with like just trying to get just a weekend with them, not try to get a whole
a
season.
whole year.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you see like NASCAR teams like they
Switch all the time.
They switch all the time, and that's kind of something that I think that some racers could do. Like,
Yeah.
you can get
100%.
you can get a $10,000 deal in it might not be for the whole season.
Right. It's a lot easier to go sell a weekend, right,
Yeah.
for 10 grand.
And that was my vibe with
And
them
then
is like, yeah.
move their sticker around, right? The weekends, you're not just going to take it off. You get the whole season, but if you give me 10 grand for 2 weekends,
Yeah.
you get the door. And then for the rest of the season, you get the corner of the
But-
bedside or whatever.
And you also have to knock it out of the park. Like you have to deliver on what you're promising and go above and beyond with them. And that's
For sure.
That's my advice. And kind of same thing with Toys for Trucks. We started out small.
Where are they based out of?
Appleton, and now they have 30 stores across the country. You probably didn't even know that.
No, I didn't. That's
yeah,
why I asked.
that's why
that.
like we're
My dad goes to that store.
we'll I guess maybe we'll talk about that later. But they're nationwide. Or they have 30 stores in the U.S. and Canada, and they're really trying to grow. So we're trying to help as much as we can.
They do a ton of e-commerce and a lot of like their warehouse is full and they fulfill all their stores with their warehouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there
And
you
they-
go.
they
Toys
sell-
for Trucks. If you're looking for stuff for your trucks,
Yeah.
Toys for Trucks.
Yeah, they sell tons of Bilstein, tons of Eibach, Kenda tires. It works out good because a lot of our we're able to kind of network with them, and they sell a lot of the products that partner with us. So
Do you guys ever run pack springs?
No.
Those
but
things were shit.
they-
Yeah.
all the kids' carts still have those.
Really?
Yeah, like all
I didn't even know they're in business.
They're not. They're whatever. Either they're that old or Kurt still has them.
yeah, Kurt probably has a warehouse full of them.
But they're so
I wouldn't put them
consistent.
on my fucking underneath the
Lawnmower.
toilet seat of my fucking shitter, bro. Like they'd be clapped out in 2 weeks.
And tell me how you really feel.
Well, they were talking about springs, and I've ran a million different brands, right? Like I've ran stock car springs on race cars before. Before Hypercoil, Eibach, a couple of these companies got into bigger springs for 3-inch shock stuff. We ran stock car shocks or springs, and they're cheap. They're fucking cheap, and
But you
I
got to
don't know.
replace them all the time, right?
Yeah, and I never really noticed a huge difference between them. Like as far as just racing with them, And then Pack came in, and they were going to blow everybody out of the water. They made sway bars, and they made springs. And I ain't ever ran on something that blew out fucking faster than a $2 whore than those things right there.
Yeah, I remember Morris was sponsored by them,
Dude.
and they were garbage.
You couldn't go all weekend with the ride height staying the same. Every time that car went on the ground, you had to check the ride height.
Yeah.
And you'd be just fucking every week cranking preload. Like, they sucked.
Yeah, yeah.
And those
that's how
were
we were. That's how our rookie season was.
Those were the first springs that I ever ran that I was like, these suck. Like, these are shit.
Yeah.
Like, if someone comes to my shop or wants help and has packed springs on me, I'm like, that's your fucking problem. Start there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Get 'em out.
Start there. Get them motherfuckers off, and we can go there.
Yeah.
So, sorry if anybody likes packed spring. I apologize.
No, I think they only make valve springs now for engines. I don't think they do anything
That's a
else.
fucking terrible idea,
Yeah.
too.
Engine?
Yeah, I wouldn't trust it in my
I don't know
engine.
where they started. That may have been where they
that's what I
started.
did.
That's what it was, and then they wanted to get in off road, and
Got into trying to make off-road springs and sway bars. I don't
not
remember their
work out.
sway bars being as bad
yeah, I
because they
don't
were probably
remember that.
outsourced. I would guess they were probably outsourced, and the
Probably same
springs
place who makes them all.
sucked.
Yeah, I guess my other question.
I
too-
ordered all my truck supplies for our fleet.
Dylan.
Oh, I made him. We spent like an hour one night, like a couple hours.
Doing ride
Yeah,
height?
Tito.
Well, clearly Christian is not a pack spring lover because he would know he spelt it wrong. So we'll fucking start there.
He's like I love skiing. He's like,
Yeah.
I love pack springs.
I love pack springs. Well, spell it right next time, and then I might believe it.
Google it.
Yeah.
Google it.
I guess,
Like, you don't think Tito Googled how to ski after he said he loved it?
Yeah, right. Pizza.
Yeah, I totally Googled how to
Power
ski.
pizza.
I just rolled up to the counter. I was like, "Hi, I'm Tito, and I've never skied. Can I get some boots?"
Yeah. And they went, "You're shitting me."
Dude,
right?"
I got the elevator look. She's like, "Man, you fucking piece of
Did
work,
you have to go
bro."
down the bunny hill?
Oh yeah, dude. I fell like 3 times before I even got like on an incline. Dude, I was laying over Lyle, man. Fucking
He was.
About to get mounted up.
dude, there were little kids just shredding around us, man. I felt so dumb.
Yeah. Shit, Mars were shaking, trying to hold him up.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, dude, everything was slipping.
Fucking love it. All right. Let's see. We got 20 minutes left. 23 minutes.
Yeah, but I guess
oh.
my other question too is like.
No, you're out of questions.
Leading off of the sponsorship thing, how important is social media these days for you guys? Like, did that help you guys up your
Yeah.
game?
Yeah,
You know, as far as potential sponsors or your sponsors watching you.
Yeah, I think so. Like it definitely has helped us a ton. Like we don't have the most followers, but I didn't buy any followers, so all of our engagement is legit. Like, you know, we get
Also, never bought any.
yeah.
flowers.
Don't. That's one
Same.
piece of
Yeah,
advice. Like you see these guys, they got 10,000 followers and they
they
drop
get-
like
they get
3,000 at a
60
clip.
likes.
Yeah, not even. And yeah, and then these are the people who are on the internet telling us how to do stuff. I'm like, dude, no, don't work out that way. But yeah, social media is definitely huge for us.
Yeah.
I would say 3 years ago, social media was more important than it is now.
You don't think it is now though?
Is it important? Yes, to some extent.
For you maybe, but for a team like us,
Yeah.
don't take this the wrong way,
No, no.
but for us,
Well,
like
we like everything.
it definitely helps. Like we're not people don't know us like they know
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
So
No,
it's,
I get that.
I'm saying just with some of the companies that we've worked with, is social media important? Yes, they're all going to ask you about social media, your platforms, what you're on. 100% is important. I would say 3 years ago, the only thing majority of the sponsors cared about was social media.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say like 3 years ago,
I agree
the
with that.
power of social media was way more. They didn't care about your results. You go 3 years ago, nobody cared about your results. They cared about clicks, follows, likes, so on and so forth. And I think it got so bleeded over now. And they're realizing that a lot of bigger companies that spent billions, millions, right, in just social media pulled out of sponsoring all these companies. You look at Rockstar.
Yeah.
You think of Rockstar. They pulled out of everything racing, and they went strictly social media. Here we are 3 years later. Guess what? They're sponsoring fucking racing again
and
in
they're
different
at the,
things.
They're at the bottom of every gas station. You can
Yep.
barely find them. Yeah,
Yep.
I agree.
But because
Dude, I turned,
very
I
true.
immediately looked at you. I was like,
I like Rockstar once in a while. You got to look for it. Where the
Yeah,
hell is
that's
it?
very true. I know where to look, but I never got that point in my head now.
I think so many people got into it and was like, oh, we need social media, and got out of like, I shouldn't say racing, just true sponsorship, like in-person deals, that it ultimately, here we are 3 years later, and it's so bled over that they went, the way Monster like always said it, and a couple of the companies you work with, everything's a 5-year plan. If you expect to see a reflection in less than 5 years, you're wrong. If you can't afford to do it with not 5 years, then don't do it, because you're not going to actually see the power of it for 5 years. So I think we're at the end of like a lot of those companies' trial and error of 5 years of let's pour everything into social media. Let's get out of sponsoring events. Let's get out of sponsoring athletes. Let's pull that all back to like 10% and pour it into social media and see what it does. And they're realizing now that, holy shit, this chick, she may get 1 million views, but it ain't selling
They're
product.
just scrolling right past it.
Yeah, they're looking at it and they're liking it and whatever, but it ain't selling product.
There ain't engagement on it.
There's no return on it. And now you're starting to see companies almost start to get back in like real life, like live time, like want to be on your shirt, want to be on your stuff, jumping back in as
I'll say this though, maybe like social media, when we didn't, our first year, and we didn't win it all, and I think once we showed at Lena last year that we were for real, and I think our social media was still doing well, but I think winning, some people say winning doesn't matter. Those are the guys who aren't winning.
Right.
You know, am I wrong, CJ? Like,
no, you're
like
legit.
I think like for us, like some of these companies that they want to win too.
They want to win. Oh,
Like-
100%.
Yeah.
But I would say that's a reflection of what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
You guys kind of got in at like I would say into Pro Spec. This is going into your 3rd season.
Yeah.
Kind of at the break, almost late of already the social media powering, right?
Probably.
So when you were getting in, the sponsors were real power social media based. I don't think we're starting to see it now till like now, last year, this year, going into this year. I would say the end of 23. 24 to me, I saw it a lot. And then obviously going into 25, the companies you work with, a lot of people want to win. They want to win because they want to show people. And I think that reflects back to people that were jumping in on pure social media. They weren't getting a return on selling product. What wins on Sunday sells on Monday.
I agree 100%.
That's the way it's been. And a lot of them companies lost that thought. They had somebody, I know a lot of companies that changed the way they run their business, right? They had new people come in. They had new life come in. And a lot of that new life was really, really social media based. And I think they're all looking at it now going, man, we're not getting that return. Are we getting the recognition? Yes. But the people that are on TikTok or Instagram, whatever, aren't really the people there that are willing to buy product. They like the video because it was a cool video.
Yeah.
Right? Most of them, I can watch a video. Or because she was hot.
Like, really?
Whatever. Yeah. Or even a lot of like YouTubers that just do like stupid, dumb shit that get a ton of views. They get paid off views. They're not really looking on a return investment from companies. YouTube's paying them. TikTok's paying them for likes, views. Where companies, manufacturers, they're looking at your likes and your views expecting a return in product, right? Product sales. Yeah. And I think they weren't seeing the reflection at the time. It was, we need to get them clicks, we need to get them likes, we need to whatever. And then now they're realizing like, man, these aren't the people buying our product. We need to go back to the places and promote where the people that were there at the track are going back to the what wins on Sunday what wins on Sunday sells on Monday. I think that's becoming more active again because it realistically is. When not saying, and maybe this is a good Tito like this comparison. Flow Racing has 1 million views, right? They sell these numbers of whatever, right? Have you ever went on Flow Racing when you're bored to watch racing?
Yeah.
No.
Have you ever went on Flow Racing to watch? No. So all these people that are viewers, right? They're not going on here to grow and get new people. Same goes with the racers or with the companies that promote it on social media. They promote it to 15 million people that don't go to the races, right? Maybe 2% bought something, right? The rest of them are just, you posted a badass video, so I watched it. Because that's what I do on fucking TikTok or Instagram, where you look at the side of what wins on Sunday sells on Monday is the people there love the sport. They're into it because of the sport, and they watch videos or they watch drivers or they watch companies because they buy the product because people are winning with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now a lot of your like clientele, a lot of your market audience is at the race. You know what I mean? 'Cause, I mean,
Engagement.
and again, like it's great if you're, getting all these like likes and stuff. And I agree with what you said. I think now the times are changing a little bit.
Yeah.
Where they are kind of, going back to those, hey man, like they're at the race. They're the ones who are there. Those are the people that you can sell to because, Jim Bob in Nebraska isn't necessarily like all about it. He was just there because there was some ass on the screen.
And
you know what I mean?
I think too, it goes back to like who is liking your content because like it's robots and Indians.
Yeah,
and,
just
like
Oh,
that are,
yeah.
from India.
Which one?
From India.
Full start.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like you look at where your views are, and it's like, what the hell? Like, why am I big in India? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. All your numbers are
what the
inflated.
hell? What
Yeah.
the hell do they want with Kenda tires? Like, are they gonna buy tires? No.
No, they ain't gonna buy shit.
Yeah.
So I think that is a huge thing. Your original question was how important is social media?
Yeah.
You have to have social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to partake in it to some extent,
Okay.
right?
One thing too, CJ, is like the guys that I deal with for our program. Everyone is different. Like
100%.
Like Kenda Tires, Mike and Brandon the president. They're a lot older demographic, and they're the decision makers. So are they different than the 25-year-old girl that is a marketing manager at Liqui Moly? Yes. So we have to cater our needs
100%.
different for every sponsor.
Yeah, and to give you an example of that, we did a deal with Miller Welders this year, and they didn't ask for nothing. Nothing. They didn't want a sticker on the truck, nothing. They came to the shop for a day and shot fucking promotion videos.
That's cool.
That's it. That's all they did. And then we're like, we never got a contract. We never got nothing. And we got, ultimately at the end of the day, $15,000 or $20,000 in product.
Yeah.
And never signed a contract. They never asked for a sticker on our race trucks. They didn't. We put them on our A-pillar of our truck for this year, like right behind, right here. And I don't know, the window, whatever, in return for the respect side. But that's a perfect example of someone that didn't really give a shit about, because no one sees a welder at the track, right? They see like your product, whatever. They were 110% dedicated to getting the backstory, getting the shop life, looking at
What it takes
all the
to build
stuff,
these.
what it takes to build it, and how you use our equipment.
Yeah.
So they gave us how every guy in our shop got a new welding helmet, the new clear view, gloves, the welding jacket that nobody fucking wears, but is safety video. You got to do it right, and a fucking brand new TIG welder of what we wanted, and didn't ask for nothing. That's the perfect example of the different. And everybody there, I would say everybody in the shoot that worked for Miller that was involved was 30 or below.
Wow. Bet that video's gonna look like shit.
Do you want to see it?
I do.
What?
It's pretty good. There's one so far. There's one so far, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, sweet. That's awesome.
So
overexposed.
they took video for a day that they think is gonna go for like 2 years worth of content.
Sure.
Of
Yeah.
like clips
Yep.
and stuff, and that was enough for them to be like, yeah, here you go. That was worth fucking $20,000 to us.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
But that goes to show, like you're saying, there's both sides.
Yeah.
You definitely gotta.
Yeah.
Is it important? Yes, it is. But at the same time, you need to have a product worth selling.
Yep. So what's like your guys' deal as far as like the social media side? You guys got to do anything like specific or
Yeah.
need a certain thing?
You want to take this, or you want me to?
Go ahead.
All right. So I feel like I'm doing all the talking for you. I handle all Dylan's social media and all the sponsorships. Yeah, our contract with Kenda is, I think we have to do like a certain amount of posts.
And it's actually like a really low amount.
It's a low amount.
Like we do way more than it is on the contract. Like I read the contract, I'm like, oh, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, we take care of that and nothing. And then with Liquid Molly, we have several posts we have to do per year. And then trying to think what else. IBOC too, we have to do a certain amount. So it's not like they're sitting there. We over deliver for all of our sponsors. I feel like, and if we weren't pulling our doing our job, and they would probably get on us a little more about that. But
Yeah, I mean,
and like one of our sponsors too, they ask us to do press releases, but nobody reads press releases anymore.
not anymore. They go on
No.
Instagram and they read what you post.
Yeah, they throw that
They
shit
look at
away.
your picture.
Yeah,
I think the real videos do the best, like the 30-second.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that.
Like 15 second.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Yeah.
shorter the better.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Like
it's
all
a-
the stuff.
harsh.
That was only the way of the world.
Yeah. Shorter the better, bro.
In all
Shorter the better. Just
circumstances.
get in, get out.
Get
You know
in.
what I mean? You don't need to spend a lot of time.
The
in
shorter
there.
it is, the quicker you can get it in
I'm
and
telling
out.
you, man, 90 seconds too long.
That goes with editing too.
Yeah.
Oh, he's staring at you. He's staring at you, Tito.
I've arrived a long way from where I started,
I know you did.
Yeah.
and that has been a harsh adjustment. The videos I'd make were just like a minute 30, and Jeffrey's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm telling a story." Like, don't fucking tell it. Like, just show it. And I was like, okay. So then I was like, "Oh, it's a minute 2," and he's like, "Dude, like it has to be at 59 seconds because then it's like the reels
goes into a different algorithm.
a minute and a half, and then a different algorithm. So then he's like, you have to cut 3 seconds. I'm like, oh well, I don't know where to cut. He's like, you got to find something. So then now it's like reels are 15 seconds, 20 seconds. So you got to try to pop, pop, pop.
I mean, how many
learned that from
How many
Lyle.
times do you watch a video or a reel that's fucking more than 30 seconds? Unless it's really entertaining.
Yeah.
Every now and again, there's one that's like banging, right? You watch the whole
Yeah.
thing. But typically, you're just like,
Well, and I feel like even for us too, we're still trying to always find that algorithm, right? Trying to find what works. Is it right away? Is it audio right off the rip? Is it quick, like ba 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 ba? Is it music? Like, is it audio?
And the platform too. Like, is it YouTube Shorts or is it Instagram? Like, what's gonna hit better? That's one thing I'm trying to figure out.
The one thing we learned actually from our buddy at ERX is even iPhone videos do way better than
Yeah.
just like what
Than
we put
regular
together.
idiots?
Yeah, like if you
I
just got
agree.
your iPhone video just going like this,
Dude.
it's gonna hit.
Yeah,
like, just shoots
exactly. If we just go like this and be like, hey, we're live,
Yeah.
up. Yep.
50,000.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
Like
you know.
we paid money to have some reels made, and then actually the ones that I did on my iPhone actually hit better than
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
That's
I
how
mean,
it is.
It's crazy.
The dumb little fucking
TikTok.
the Dart one that we did with Keegan.
Yeah.
At Andigo, filmed all on my phone, and then I edited on Adobe. But then we put it up, but because it was filmed on an iPhone, man, it took
Yeah.
off.
One of our best ones was actually GoPro footage. that
Yep.
We got a shitload engagement on that, and it was just of his feet, one at his feet, and then one going out the cab, and it was less than a minute long. We ended it at like 40.
It was one lap at ERX.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like 45 seconds.
Lena.
Jeffrey did that with Keegan at Crandon.
Got
They
it.
got like 80,000
Yeah.
likes or
I
something.
I
like
think it's at like 500,000.
that. Dude, just ridiculous amount. Like,
You see Jeb Boodle's post?
yeah, Boodle?
He's over 1 million on one of his
That's crazy.
freaking videos. He don't have 5,000 followers, but he's got 1 million views on
That's cool.
It's crazy.
Well, that was
I
like
said,
Caleb too with that Caleb Zellers with that
Milhousen's
that tire?
wheel.
Millhouse. No, it was
It was Milhousen's wheel going
Yeah, the
in the
tire
highway.
going off. Yeah.
oh, I thought it was Brister's flip.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, that
little
one
bastard.
too.
Yeah, I think-
Both.
Oh, yeah.
He
Jeffrey
hit
got
both
one.
of them.
Yeah.
Are like 1 million?
Both of those are like 1 million, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's a lot.
It's just random shit that pops off, right?
Yeah.
It's never. The harder you try, the more effort you put into it. Like,
Yeah.
how many videos do you watch on like TikTok that are just like a camera sitting there, and the guy's like telling you what he's doing with like a little fucking caption that has 1 million views?
Yep.
I won't lie. I get sucked into the knife making ones.
I follow this one dude that has been remodeling his fucking
I watched on a guy doing a boat.
16
Like-
episodes or 16 parts.
Same shit.
And he's like, it's just some younger dude. He's probably in his 20s. Does it. He's like, everything I YouTube go to Home Depot. I bought it all. We're gonna try to tile this wall. Never tiled a wall before.
You want to know what I did?
And guess what?
hungover
I
on-
fucking watched it.
hungover on Sunday is like you said. You're into weird shit, right?
Yeah.
And you find that guy. Yeah. So she's pissing. No. No. The guy who goes out and like camps in the cold.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I follow that guy.
Yeah.
So I,
My son
I
watches
think
that too.
Yeah, we brought it up, and then me and Ryan and my sister
What is that
sat
guy's
around
name?
for 3 hours.
He just posted one like steaming wood.
Yeah, and
he's
and-
like, I gotta start
He
this
flies
fire.
to different parts of the country,
Yeah,
right?
like Alaska and stuff. We sat around for 3 hours drinking Japanese soda, and I'm like, this is cool. I was like, damn, Ryan,
Yeah,
you got something.
man.
You got
I got
something
into
here.
this. I got into this guy who's watching, or he's fixing up houseboats. I'm like, I have no idea how the hell. I have no desire to build a houseboat, but I end up watching 2 hours of that shit.
And he's got a GoPro on a stick, and he's like, hey, how's it going? I like to just, take
Yeah.
my time here. There's barnacles on this thing, and you're just like, yeah, man, this is fucking fascinating.
So
Moron Man is the name.
Mormon man. Oh,
Mormon.
Outdoor Boys, I think is like the channel, but fucking Ryan calls him
So-
the Mormon man.
I do have a question for you guys, since you are the social media experts. What do you guys like? YouTube versus Instagram. What's more like? We're struggling to grow our YouTube channel. We haven't really put too much out. We put a little. We kind of vlogged every race or whatever, but like the views just aren't there, and like I don't know. Like it's kind of a. I don't know if it's worth doing anymore.
Yeah, YouTube is more of like your loyal followers, like I would say. Like so if you're consistently posting, it's gonna grow it. But like you said, it's a lot of work to keep a YouTube page
Dude,
consistently
if you don't have a
going.
camera crew following you 24/7,
Yeah.
don't try it.
Yes.
Don't
Yeah.
try.
Yeah.
It's hard, like you said, like
Like a schedule almost.
Yeah.
Like if you post once a week or every bi-weekly, at least you know that you're on a schedule.
Yeah.
And then they know like, hey, like Dylan Parsons' race team's gonna, post this Tuesday about his race recap. You know that's always gonna be there.
Sure.
Every other Tuesday.
yeah, like I want to see how you guys did on the weekend. I know I got to go to YouTube on, like you said, like a Tuesday to watch it, so you're gonna get more people there. But it's a lot of work to get the YouTube page going and then keep it going.
Yeah.
But it
It's so
shows
hard
like
with
the more
such a long off season.
Yes.
No
Yeah,
one really.
yeah.
yes.
Exactly. That's
And it's so flooded. Like you can go on YouTube and now there's like a live tab or whatever.
Yeah.
You can watch a million different people doing stuff. Like it's hard. I mean,
Yeah.
I think if you didn't get into it 4 years ago, 3 years ago, I don't know that you'll ever kind of the minute people started making money and getting like famous, right? Your famous people, your Cletus McFarland, your C Boys, at least in our industry, right? Deegan's channel,
Blake
handful of
Hansen.
those guys. Who?
Blake Hansen. Oh, wait. What's,
Just throwing out names.
No, I
Danny
know who that
Duncan,
guy is.
sorry.
Danny Duncan. Danny Duncan.
No, Blake. There's a Blake guy that's popular too. I can't remember what his name.
Oh, Blake, the big guy with the beard that always come and swaps everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so but those guys have all got into it pre the big money.
Almost pre-COVID. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it took off. All these people started getting rich off of it, right? And then everybody jumped in. It's like, I got a YouTube channel.
Yep.
So it's so flooded now. Like, I don't think I've ever, maybe 10 times in the last 10 years, I've went on YouTube and watched one video of someone's channel or even looked up somebody's channel. I just don't think, I think most people would go on, if they wanted to see something, they'd go on Instagram or TikTok, honestly.
It's funny.
and look at it.
Yeah.
The stuff that I like watch on YouTube is like podcast stuff. So like I love Tom Segura and his podcast, Your Mom's House, with like him and Bert Kreischer, like him and his wife. So that is
Your mom's house.
your mom's. That's what it's called. And no, that's what I'll like listen to and like watch and stuff like that. That's about it for you. And then obviously this or like your occasional stuff that I
Yeah.
want to look up.
Yeah,
I like
from-
watching car crash videos during lunch.
I was gonna say, yeah,
Yeah,
for
like
me,
fails?
it's like probably what you're looking for. I go there for watching race recaps like the Deegans. I watch Levi Kitchens, Chase Sexton's. All his,
I've never watched any of
All
them.
their stuff is on because it lives on YouTube and whatnot. So he's growing followers, and what I
They
think
all do like behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Star
yeah,
has
like-
a behind the scenes every weekend
yeah
video.
It's not even that up to that level of quality for like Levi and them. It's just what they're doing like through the race weekend, how they did.
Like true behind the
Yeah.
scenes like stuff that you get.
And then Levi finally, in this last one he posted, he said, I've got so many more followers now. I was like, more fans are reaching out to me now because of I've been posting like behind the scenes stuff.
But then again, that
But you got to have a person to
Yep.
do that
So you
and
got-
edit
yeah,
it all.
yeah.
That's exactly
And the
what it
crew's
is.
gonna follow you around.
and follow.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
where all that work comes into.
And when you only have such little followers, how can you justify paying someone to
Well, you're right.
Yeah.
do that? It's
He's-
like
Well,
such
then
a
When you're on
Also-
Supercross,
yeah.
But exactly,
Yeah.
that's where it comes down to though too is like again, I don't want to probably go into it, but a TV package where you get more people eyeballs on the sport where they're like, oh, I wonder what Dylan Parsons been up to. I wonder if he has any YouTubes or what his Instagram is like, you know. But unfortunately, we don't have a great TV package, so. You know, with that,
Well,
it's like
that was one thing-
It's really hindering us from exploding, if you will.
Yeah, I was actually when the Mid America stuff came about and we were kind of talking. I'm friends with Ken Stout. I went back and I watched a lot of the Lucas stuff. They had a good TV package. I thought
Yeah.
it was really good for
Yeah.
Then they also had a YouTube package and they had like these racer stories. Like everybody go check it out. It's actually really cool. Like they followed Rob Mack, they followed Marty Hart, they followed all these guys, and like I'm like, why can't we do something like that? It just
I think along the lines you're saying, one of the number one reasons, not saying that we're not growing, but growth struggle is our TV.
yeah, I agree.
Because unless you know what flow is, who's going to buy $100 to go watch a race?
$45
And it's just
Still.
for that.
a month.
for a month.
a
Still.
month. And I canceled mine last month.
Well, and it's how often's a glitch?
Yeah, anytime it's a big race, shit don't work.
Yeah.
But you
Because
know
there's
how,
a million people watching.
yeah,
Servers
yeah,
just can't handle
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
But if you guys ever
I'll tell
watch
you, the-
anything else on there, like it doesn't glitch as bad as ours.
No, if you watch Hickory on a Friday night, it's perfect. Ours is just
And snowcross is the same way; it glitches. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think the way I always looked at it is how many times have you been on Facebook, Instagram, saw a live video, and watched it because it was free and right there, right?
I watch RC car racing now.
Yep.
Down at trackside.
yeah.
Yep.
Or even now that I live RC, sometimes I just put up live RC if they're racing down at Dirt Heaven.
Yeah.
Now they have their little
Live
camera,
stream,
little
yeah.
camera, and I'll sit there and watch.
You can't
it.
even hear the sound.
No, no, but I'm like, oh, Matt's racing a little bit. I'll
So I can watch it.
up
It has
and
the
I'll
results
watch
on the
it.
bottom. You can
Sure.
watch the lap
Yeah,
times, put the
exactly.
cars together as
That's
they're
something
going.
Brandon really was ahead of the time, like with that, and he's really done awesome with RC car and Supercross and everything else.
Yeah, and dirt track. So I think that's something that's really hurting us is because we're not getting any new non-motorsports people watching
Yeah,
on accident.
yeah,
If they saw it, it's because they follow somebody, right? Or one of us posted it where I think we talked about it, and somebody said that they did it last year, or one or two races were that way last year, where they did like
They're doing it now, even in snowcross. They're doing
it's
like,
free on Facebook until the final.
yeah. So with us, like it's Pro Buggy and then
up to
Pro Spec, and then as soon as you guys come out, they shut it off.
They do one of the UTVs.
Oh, then it is
They-
Pro Stock then.
Yeah, yeah, they do pro stock. And
That's
then-
free
Yeah.
Probably
and
the
then
worst
they-
race to do that.
on Facebook.
Everyone's turning off then.
Yeah, that's why it's fucking boring.
Yeah.
Just shine
Hey.
that camera on that Truett guy and watch some shit fly.
That's his ponytail you see flying. Don't get it wrong.
Just gotta give them a live mic and they're like, "Oh, I'm coming in. Watch out!"
All right,
Won championships.
couple things. Spam or baloney?
Baloney.
Baloney.
What?
I
Nah.
don't know.
Turkey or ham?
Turkey.
Yeah, turkey.
White or wheat?
Wheat.
White.
I was gonna say.
All right, that's all I got.
Because
Purple or pink?
Wait, we were talking about chip flavors earlier.
Oh yeah, what's your favorite
Oh,
chip?
yeah. What's your favorite chips?
Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite chip?
It's gotta be Cool Ranch Doritos.
I got the taco Doritos.
Ooh.
favorite chip?
Yep.
I like the plain Ruffles potato
You're
chip.
fucking like chewing on a box, bro.
Do you think-
Cardboard.
Shut your whore mouth
No dip.
right now.
No dip.
Dude,
no dip.
sun
No
chips.
dip.
Stock.
Nothing?
Hey,
Stop.
hey.
Just raw
Now that I
dogging
say
it.
this, you guys gotta all go try it. You can get like the little bags of Sun Chips, right?
Yeah.
Every bag of Sun Chips, once the flavor's off, the little bit of flavor that's on it all tastes like cardboard.
Yeah, I agree.
100%.
Yeah.
Like now that you said it, like you hear it, you'll go eat one day and you'll be like, instantly the seasoning's gone and you'll be like, it's fucking cardboard, bro. It wrecks it. It wrecks your sun chips.
Glass shattering moment.
Yeah, it's fucking cardboard.
I love the salsa garden. And
Yeah,
the
dude, I used to
other-
love the salsa garden ones and the
about
cheddar
those.
ones, and then you eat them, and literally 2 seconds in, you're like cardboard.
Fuck,
Once you
man.
know
Well,
it wrecks it.
You're gonna see me one of these days. I'm just gonna be like, ah, fuck.
You're probably gonna send me a video of doing that exact thing.
God damn
I
it,
like
man.
the new Chipotle chip that's from like Subway has it, or like the spicy dill one that
Yeah.
Subway has it, and some other places have it.
Jimmy John's has a kickin' ranch.
Yes,
that was
I was
really
just
good.
about to
Oh,
bring
I
that
haven't
up,
had
man.
that. That sounds
Dude,
good.
I've been
We had some
crushing
at Rub
those.
Burners last weekend. They were
so
pretty good.
fucking good, man. The Kickin' Ranch, they're the barbecue from Jimmy John's also top tier, man. I think they hold some chips. Tostitos, was it the salsa verde?
Yes.
I'm
Dude,
not even
I
sure
eat those all
what
day.
Casey had. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, let's go with Casey.
Yeah.
When I moved here to the area,
Yeah. Okay.
the person I moved in with, they had these like Tostitos salsa verde chips. They're green, absolutely amazing, bro. Absolutely amazing, man. The seasoning on them is incredible.
Okay.
They're like crack. It's crack.
He goes, it's crack.
What about you, Ed Gein?
Funyuns.
Funyuns?
Okay.
I'm a Funyun guy.
All right. I don't hate on the Funyuns.
Chipotle shout. God damn it.
Yeah.
Ryan is a live and die by Chipotle. He thinks
Dude,
that
I eat Chipotle every day.
he thinks Qdoba serves dog
Jalapeno
meat.
chips are the best. The Jimmy John's jalapenos are all right.
Yeah,
Pretty much
dude.
any Jimmy John's one's almost like a good
Pretty
choice,
alright.
no matter what. one.
Maybe a little.
Dude, do you know
Yeah.
that Jimmy John's toast their subs now?
I never get a toasted sub though.
Bro,
Really good.
Game
life
changer.
changer.
Game changer.
Game changer.
I'm gonna have to go there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Try it.
Dude, get the big Italian.
Wait, you can get any of them toasted?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All of them.
Any of them. They have 3 ones now that are like specifically meant to be toasted, but any of them you can get toasted now, dude. Thank you. Yeah, dude. I don't agree with Cap very often, but Qdoba's where it's at, man. Ryan thinks that Qdoba serves dog meat. So
Their chip, usually Qdoba chips are like fucking stale.
Yeah.
first of all,
Every time.
How dare you?
yeah. Which one do you go to?
Yeah.
go to the one
Qdoba,
on
Chipotle,
Lineville?
fucking line them up. They're all like
Line 'em
fucking
Yeah, you go to the one on Lineville because
dipping your chip in water.
they're hot ass. You need,
Hot ass.
You need to go to the one downtown.
Oh yeah, that's what you
Or
do.
out
I can
by the
drive
mall.
downtown to have more fucking soggy chips.
I do.
That's your fucking problem. Okay.
Wait. I got one more question.
Wait, so do I. But
Whoa.
Do I go first? Or
yeah,
do
you
wanna
can go.
first?
Then we'll end on some criticism.
Okay. Number 1 plate. Are you ready?
Yes.
I want him to.
I don't know yet. Like,
What?
Come on, fucker.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to run the red one.
What? Am I the only one in the
What are you-
last
what are you
handful of
running?
years? I'm going back, but
You're going back to your 33.
yeah.
Well,
But
you ran-
I did the one.
Yeah.
You did.
I
you
did the one.
You didn't do it for a long time though. Like this year
No,
was
I
your
didn't.
first year.
Yeah, I did it. I did it once
so like
though.
I was looking
I
at
had to
that-
do it once.
I know. I was looking at that. I'm like, CJ won how many championships and we did it once.
I don't even think I was gonna do it until they brought it back up because I just kind of thought it was like a thing of the
so-
past. Like people didn't do the number one.
The last one
But
would
I'm-
do it was Jeff Kincaid.
Yeah,
So
I
this
was happy to bring it
conversation-
Oh, I
back.
thought it was Bryce Menzies.
This conversation.
Oh, yeah,
came up
you're right.
with,
I'm sorry.
Jordan Burnmore. And he asked me if I was going to do it, and he.
I
sounded
think we
like
need to
he
bring it.
wanted to do it.
I think we need to
think
bring
so,
it back.
too.
Yeah.
I think you need to do it once, right?
Yeah.
Like
Needs to be mandatory the first time you ever win.
Yep.
Yes.
I would
Dylan.
say the only
I think he
reason
sold me.
I'm not the only reason I'm not doing it is because of the confusion we had. Like obviously last year I didn't run it on my UTVs because one of them I wasn't the champion. I didn't race prior. So it was like all mixed up. I was 33 in one in the other, and
Yeah,
like
merch.
everyone kept asking you like, "What? Why are you this number? Why are you that number?" And my dad got frustrated one day and was like, "We're fucking done with this thing. We're going back to your same number all the time."
So are
And-
we running the number 1 on all 3
All
vehicles?
3,
Nope.
dude.
Come on.
No.
Dude, 3
No.
ones,
That'd be
bro.
sick.
No,
That would be sick.
Yes.
that would be cool,
would.
but I
Yes.
am not doing it.
Red with gold. The
I don't
gold
even think I
number
ran it
one.
last year. I
Yeah,
just
the
ran it
red
2
with
years
gold
ago.
and purple.
Yes.
I didn't run
See?
the one
Right
last
here.
year.
There we go.
You did
Right
Pro
there,
4?
right
No,
here.
2 years ago I ran the
ago.
one.
Oh,
I
two
didn't.
years ago,
I was
yeah.
I was back to 33 last year.
Oh, yeah.
But you
Red,
won
gold,
all 3
purple.
this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, last year I did.
Well, last year.
Purple, bro.
I got a
Red,
merch
yellow,
idea for
purple.
you then. You run the number 1. Your merch says, "I got 99 problems, but winning isn't one."
Oh, yeah. I like it.
Bang, bang. Shut off the stream.
Shut off the stream. Okay, we're gonna end on. What do you think Champ improved on the best this year, and what do you think is one thing you would like to see them improve on?
Well, I think they improved on. We're going to Wheatland. Like, I think that needed to happen. Like, that track's there. It's not that far for all of us. We can all figure out how to get there. And that track's sweet. Like, the first time I was there was when you ran the Pro Light there. And, like, that was awesome.
What are you fucking living on?
I said you got beat the first time. You did.
Jesus Christ.
Probably the worst, whatever, is it's still not, they're not consistent on anything still. Like, and you see the thing on Snowcross side and Champ side, like, they're not consistent on calls and just the way they run everything. It changes by the week. And they're trying to get more consistent. Like, you see it now at the end of the year on Snowcross, but then it's like they forget.
Yeah, they start all over.
They start all over again. Like, they can be consistent, and then they forget everything.
Yeah, it's funny because me and Lyle only went to 2 races of snowcross, and this past weekend, not that I sat in the driver's meeting, but I was just there because I was going to interview a few drivers. And then after the driver's meeting was done, a handful of racers stayed behind and talked. And then I was in one of the trailers. I was in Judnick's trailers. And then Cody Cam and Emil looked distraught. And I'm like, dude, what's going on? And they're like, dude, the calls, like, they're not there. Like, we don't understand, like, what's going on. 1 minute you could jump and then get right back in the front row. The next minute you jump and then you have to go in back. Like, so, like,
Yeah, and
where's the line at?
and they've been doing it for how long? They should. It's the same thing. Like,
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, you go to Supercross, right? They have a rule book, and it has like 98% of the scenarios in it. That's what they go by.
Yep.
Like, I don't even understand in Champ. It's probably the same thing in Snowcross with jumping the start, right? There's people that jump all day, and some people get called, some people don't.
Yeah.
Look at Crandon in particular.
We were talking about this last
People
night.
that creep. They'll creep
Scott
half a
Taylor
truck
would
length.
be like a car
Dude,
in front. I'm
a
like,
truck
what
length, a truck, 2 trucks, or a half a truck, and a lot of times they just throw the green and nothing happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it needs to be set in stone.
That
Yes,
happened with us at spring round. Visser, he fell off his rock or whatever, and he just went for it, said, fuck it. And Dylan's like, what the hell? They're going to restart. And
Never did.
Never did. But at Crandon, how many times they ever actually restarted? You don't. But it throws you off.
Right, and it ain't even about restarting it, right? It just needs to be a consistent call.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, if you roll a half a truck length before the green, it's 5 spots. Done.
Sure.
That's the fucking rule. Write
Yep.
the rule. Done.
Yeah.
Now it's the same across the board for everybody. And there's someone sitting there. Yeah, it could say what's half a truck, right? It's still going to be discretion there. But how many years now there's been a camera sitting there? You see every hole shot at some point in somebody's video of the camera shooting across the nose of them. How hard is it to watch that?
yeah, and then there's that kid that I think his name's Spencer or whatever. Like, just watch it. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I
just
thought you
sit
were
and
gonna say
watch.
Jay Schaefer.
Well, because so what I start to
Whole
think
shot
about
king.
then is, so how far out does it go? About what, 10 trucks?
12, maybe 10, 12.
10. I think
right?
they only do 10 on the front row.
So if you're the 10th truck, and you're like, okay, well, you get docked 5 spots. Would you rather start out here, or would you rather start in the back row behind everybody?
It doesn't matter. You
know
ain't
what I
doing
mean?
it on the start.
Yeah.
You're doing it 5 spots from wherever you come through turn 1, because they're not going to restart the race.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what Matt was saying, is that they never
okay.
usually.
I thought you
or
meant
Dylan,
like okay.
They never actually restart the race. You're not going to do a complete restart because he jumped the start.
Got it.
Yeah.
But there needs to be a penalty for
Got it. Okay.
So overall, they just need to be more consistent on the calls. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
What,
Jay,
what do you
Jay
think, Matt?
Schaefer would have been in 5th, and
The thing that I like the most, and it's probably because I had a good relationship with him over for the last 20 years or whatever, was with Champ having Mike Rusci. He listened to me. Like, he came around, he talked to me every weekend, listened to my concerns, and there was, he made changes and stuff. And I was one of the people that was pushing really hard for the last couple of years to go to Wheatland, and I think Rushi was a big part of why we're going back there, which is pretty cool. Kind of to follow what Dylan said, I do. The thing that I'm most disappointed in is, some of the calls aren't, not so much in Pro Spec, they've been pretty good with us, but the light buggy stuff and, it doesn't seem like the sportsman classes get as much scrutiny or attention as the pro classes, because I spot for, several guys, and I just wish they could be a little more consistent. Treat the light buggies the same way as they do the Pro 4s and Pro 2s as far as like calling the races and stuff. My biggest bitch about Champ is flow. I mean, that's what's holding us back. And my grandma and grandpa aren't going to turn on. Mm-hmm. They ain't going to pay $100 to watch it. And, Dylan has to set his grandparents are old. He has to set them up with flow and teach them how to use it and all that stuff. It's just too hard. I think we need to go to a TV package.
Or even free on YouTube.
On YouTube,
Get live
Facebook, something. Yeah, like it.
Something.
And all those baby boomers are on Facebook. They can figure that out. It's to navigate Flow's app is
Pain.
ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can go on Live RC way easier than you can find where you want to watch a race on Live RC way easier than what you can on
You
Flow.
can type in the track, and it says other events. You can select the date, and you can click on the person you wanted to, you can look at the results.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to watch this person's race, next to the result is the fucking link, or is the thing you can click on it and watch the race.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's not that person in particular, but it's the whole race.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right? It's that race that they were in.
Well, and you've said it before, like, it's impossible to find the race.
Dude.
To go back and watch a race from 2 years ago. And you search ERX or Lena, you have to search, like, what the race was sponsored by, like, news.
Yes.
Like,
You search Bark River and it comes up with wrestling, like kids wrestling. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, dude, you have to put in like the year. You got to put in like ERX 2023, and even
And then whatever the name was.
Yeah, and
like
then-
Rumble in the UP or
And then
whatever.
it's
Otherwise,
like-
it don't come up.
And then it's like 9 different highlight videos, and then you got to go to the second
Yes.
page.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, finally the full day, and you're like, oh, this is 22, and you're like, oh, fuck, man.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No, Lyle showed me a podcast from Pulp MX.
Dude, I'm glad you guys brought this up.
And it was David Villeman talking about how could Supercross be better, and his main gripe was flow racing.
Why
Or
Supercross
you mean
is on?
Peacock?
When Supercross was
No,
on
it was
I gotcha.
motocross.
oh motocross.
Motocross.
Yeah, it was like short-lived, wasn't it?
Yeah, but
I think
mean,
that's why it was short-lived.
But David Villeman made a good point. He's like, we're not getting any viewers. He's
No.
like, it's killing the sport. And then the next year they went to NBC and
What was
Through the roof.
crazy too is like we got those. CJ, you
find
probably got the results too
The
from.
weekend reports.
It's just really
That was
convenient.
all because of this show.
It's really convenient that Anago had the most views out of everybody, every race, even more than Crandon. But that was the same weekend that the big World of Outlaw or Eldora race was. There was a lot of people watching that. We were watching it in our pit too.
oh yeah, we
And
were
it's-
watching that too.
And it's like
Yeah, so was I. I was actually watching it too.
I'm like how convenient that Anago of all of our races
Yeah.
had more views than Crandon. Like, come on.
yeah.
But and then like a couple of years ago, like Carl told us in a drivers meeting that our numbers were on par with Supercross. I'm like, how? No.
No.
Why aren't? Why?
Look at the money difference here.
Look at the sponsors that are here. It's so much different than what it was 15 years ago. Like,
yeah. 100%.
I'm sorry to go on a rant, but like we lost Nissan, we lost Amsoil, we lost Lucas, we lost Red Bull. Like,
Cannondale dog food.
yeah, Candidate dog food. Like,
We couldn't even keep the dogs around. bro.
Dodge.
Popcorn
Like we had,
Sutton.
Yeah,
we had
Dodge.
so many big companies that were involved in the sport, and like Amsoil
Toyota.
had 3 trucks. Yeah,
Toyota had safety trucks in every series.
yeah.
one time.
K&N. Like, this is a perfect sport to advertise K&N in, but there's just no value for it, and we gotta figure it out how to be better.
Yeah, I would agree. I would say, it's. I guess it's going to be a double-edged sword, and kind of along the way you guys said that it's like they forget all over. I would say a handful of the things that I was really excited about that I felt like we played a part in was last year during the off-season show. A lot of things that were brought up they made an effort to change it.
Yeah.
Right? They hired a new social media people. The social media was better. But then the double-edged sword is, did they fire him? Where'd they go? Like, what happened to Champ Off-Road social media in the last 3 months? It was back to like 2 years ago.
There was a change.
Oh,
Damn, we're breaking it.
Because
There's someone else doing it.
there 2 years. Well, it
The
was
same person doing snowcross.
Oh, well, that's why they can't do. That's why they're not doing both. I mean, David Gay's wife was Champ only, and then last winter we were all bitching about it, right? And then all of a sudden they started posting,
yep.
and they hired her, and she was just for Champ, and started posting.
She did a great job all
She
season.
she did a great job.
Yeah.
She did multiple classes. Like you could, there was always stuff getting posted, right? That was something that I thought we really needed. They showed up at PRI. Did they have a booth? No. But was there somebody there? Yeah, Carl was there. Carl went and walked around the
Yeah.
first day, shook hands, talked to people, did the podcast.
Did a couple podcasts actually, so that was cool.
Yep.
With
So,
Mav.
hats off. Better, right? Thank you. You listened. They listened. They took. If they take 10% of what we say, 2% of what they hear from all the racers, that's something, right?
Yeah.
But now it seems like they did it, and now it just fizzled away, and we're almost back to where we were.
Hopefully it
That's
changes.
the side of it that I was like, man, like I felt like we finally were our own series. We weren't part of snow. We weren't the summer show of snowcross. We were our own series. We were our own thing. We wanted our own growth. We didn't need partners between both. You know what I mean? We don't need a sponsor that has to sponsor both or they're not interested. It was like we were our own, obviously, individual series, which we are. We should be. And that's the way it should be treated. We should be trying to promote off-road if that's all year round. Like there's plenty of us that could supply content or media companies or people that hired media places that could supply content for their whole off season, right? Mm-hmm. And keep it going.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be a big deal. But that was some of the highs and lows I took from it. I felt like there was a lot of changes. Obviously, they had Mike Rusci come on last year to get more people's feedback. They didn't have that person before. They did the weekend reports after one of the podcasts when we said we didn't know anything. We didn't even know what happened. And then
like
we
the
had
rules infractions and stuff like that?
rules infractions. And even prior to last year, a lot of the times we didn't get like views or attendance or entries or any information from any of the tracks. So they made sure to do last year every weekend. After every weekend, you got like that information. In the previous years, we didn't. And a lot of it was lack of knowledge on both sides. They didn't know we weren't getting it. They didn't know we wanted it. And at the same time, it was lack of knowledge of like, we didn't know you guys sent it out. So one of the times they said all of our sponsors got it. They didn't know that the racers didn't get it. They sent it out to sponsors like a logistics thing after every weekend. And they're like, well, you guys don't get it? No. Well, we didn't know. we thought you guys were. No, we didn't fucking see
How do they
nothing about it.
know who's sponsoring who, though? Like, yeah.
The series sponsors
okay.
were the ones getting it.
It's all 5 of them.
Yes, yes, yes. There's 5 people on the call list.
I mean, even with that saying, like, there are 5 sponsors, and like what you said, you got to know your worth.
Yeah.
You know, when you're giving away sponsors for $2,000 to be a head sponsor, it's just like, come on, dude, like, we could do better.
Yeah,
know,
but if you can't put in the effort, right? Are you willing to just take what you can get at that point? Especially if you start last, like late, if you're late to the party. That was my biggest. I actually did an interview. It'll be coming out soon, I would guess, with Rusci just recently, last week, I think.
I did one too with him last week.
And he asked if I thought Champ was going in the right direction and what my biggest gripe was. And obviously, a lot of us have mixed opinions about the California race. And I told him straight up, I'm like, it isn't that we don't want growth and we don't want to go to California. Do you work with corporate companies? Well, yeah. Well, when do they have their budgets in? October. You didn't release the freaking race. Like, how hard would it have been to be like, hey, midway through the season last year, hey, guys, we're expecting to travel a lot more next year. Plan to do some traveling, right? Or, hey, we have it in our mind that we're going to try to go to a race this far away. You don't have to tell us where. You don't have to tell us when. You don't have to nothing. But don't blindside us by it after all the sponsorship stuff's done, everyone had their deals done, and now you're asking people to figure out a way to come up with probably 15 grand at minimum.
Yeah, we
It's
figure
hard.
about 10 grand to go to California.
Well, I was just there. I can tell you, it's $6 a gallon for diesel to go in and out, and that it's like you're saying, it's going to be between, depending on the size of your team, how many vehicles you have, how many people you need to sleep. Right, the bigger the teams, obviously you're going to cost a lot more money. At minimum, it's going to be 10 to 15 grand.
What's frustrating for us though is like we can afford to go there, but you know the teams like Diesel and some of the lower funded teams, like are they gonna? Half of them are struggling to get to Wheatland. It's
Right.
gonna be tough. Do I think we need to go there? Yes, but I think we could have made it. Waited a little bit, like
Yeah, I think like a year in advance, right, would have been fucking lights out.
yeah.
Give people the time they needed to sort it out.
Or I always say, would it have been better if they put it at the first of the year?
No, but when they released it,
Or yeah, but would it have been better been like, hey, we're going to Glen Helen May 2nd? Would that have been better instead of, hey, we're going to Glen Helen at the end of the year?
No, because
No.
the point, like, and I was kind of frustrated. Like, I was really frustrated with Keegan for a while because he kept saying points championships don't matter and all this stuff. And, you know, we win one and we get $950. And it's like, I get it. I get it. I get his frustration now.
yes.
Man, God damn it.
Well, and I think if you put it at the beginning of the year, more people would have committed to running a partial season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is what what would have happened.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess just
Right now, somebody who runs, say, 7/8 of it and is in the hunt, they might go.
They'll
Even if
figure
they
out a
weren't
way to
planning
go,
on
yeah.
it, they
They'll
might.
figure a way. Yeah.
They'll figure out a way to go. I think right now you're gonna get 3-4 trucks in each class, and that's about it.
Yeah. I don't know if the guys like the Rodrigos, the Rob Max, all these guys with their trucks sitting.
I don't think any of them have trucks
Yeah,
anymore.
they gotta update them so much because the rules have changed so much. Anyways, I don't see the 15 Pro lights that used to come from California to race with us at Grandin.
I don't think there's any left.
Yeah, they're
What if
And
we
none of the
just-
rules stick.
What if we
Yeah.
just talked a bunch of shit to the West Coast guys?
yeah.
It doesn't
they
matter.
ain't listening. They're desert racing now.
Yeah, and nobody's got a vehicle that fits the rules. The rules have changed.
Oh yeah.
Do you think when they look at what it costs to enter, what it costs to become a member, or to buy their USAC, what it costs per person, what it costs to fucking park before they ever even showed up, and then to think, all right, I'm going to do one race, and I'm going to go race against people that race for the last 3 years and have been dialing in their vehicles with the new rules, the new tire rules, all this stuff. You think any part of that makes them go, I want to dig my truck out for one race?
Yeah, I don't see Rob Mack doing that.
I don't
Yeah.
see anybody doing it.
Bryce or any of those
The only
guys.
ones I could see is the ones that are the stragglers that show up to Crandon.
Yes, that already race. Right.
Yeah.
Look,
the one-
RJ and
RJ.
There's even
yeah.
a couple pro lights and stuff that will show up to Crandon,
Well,
and
what-
they'll
what-
have.
I guess at the end of the day, what would help get you guys out to Glen Helen?
Well, time.
Right,
Time.
well, time, but also like obviously it's already out there. There's nothing anyone can do about it, obviously. But
Nothing.
like listening to the Beat podcast last week, what about like free entries?
that would be huge.
Like
It would help, yeah.
just
Definitely.
like eliminating
Just-
the free entries for the full year to get you guys out there.
Not for the
they're-
year, just for that event.
event.
Oh, you don't.
You make it free for us to go, as in my crew,
Yeah.
my parking, my entry is free to go. You'll see, I'm just going to throw a random number out there. My personal thought, 50% more people show up,
I think so,
So
too.
if they're like, if you can get here, you can race. Would you
according
go?
to the rules.
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
what if-
yeah, obviously, like.
Or what if
According to
just-
the rules.
So just basically,
What
if you
about, like,
if you
just
can get
free
to
all
Glen
year?
Helen,
Well-
Better yet, like to save.
Yeah, but then we're racing for nothing.
Yeah.
you guys are already
Could-
racing for nothing.
Well, we're racing for the next guy's fucking $300 that he entered in.
Oh, okay. My bad. I'm just trying to.
No, I
You-
think
you
the
know-
entry fees need to stay for all the whole season. But,
Okay.
Yeah, I
but-
think
but
the entry
for
fees need to
California,
stay, too.
If I even think Jim Baldwin, like this is before all you guys were around, but I think when we raced in Chula Vista, I think that first year, I think all of our entries were free and our parking and everything, just to try to get all the Midwest
people there.
there.
You
we'll
gotta
talk
give,
about whoops of death. That's Chula Vista, man.
and there was a couple tracks last year that listened to the podcast as well that gave up one free extra band. That was fucking huge. They don't realize like what everybody right off the gate is like, thank you. Like that's, and maybe they didn't get the recognition that they probably should have, but a lot of the people didn't even know it happened. Unless you were at the Moore banquet, you didn't even know these tracks were kicking in the extra band. And I mean, not to bash any which way, but would have been cool for the series to be like, put something out there, be like, hey, these tracks kicked in.
Thanks, for doing this.
Yeah, and even if it was in an email to all the racers, hey, great news, guys. This track and this track kicked in that extra free band, whatever. If anything, it's going to help maybe put pressure on another track to do it. We used to get that. That used to be a thing. That was standard. The driver and the co-driver, whatever,
Driver
got a
and
free
crew chief or whatever
got free bands. You just paid fucking $1,000 to race and be the entertainment. Like, you can't do it on your own.
Yeah, I guess like I said, I'm just trying to
spitball.
Not so much beat a dead horse already, but obviously
It's
just
dead.
trying to,
Fucker's dead.
just trying to help other racers. And hopefully this podcast, they do listen and be like, all right, maybe the free wristbands help. Maybe a free race entry helps. Something to eliminate pricing here in the Midwest to go out there.
It is a huge, though, like I went to a couple of the Dirt City meetings, and it does hurt them a little bit by giving that. Like,
It does.
it does. Like a small, like them and Anago, like, it definitely hurts.
So-
But, like, Crandon,
yeah,
they make,
Bark River, whatever.
I'm sure
But
they're fine, but
that's where the series needs to step up, right?
maybe
Say,
they
hey,
don't take such a big fee.
say, hey, we realize, all right, on average, we make this much, or you're going to give out, we have this many racers, this many entries, one more free band. That's 100 bands at fucking whatever money. Here's a check
Sure.
to make up the difference, right?
Yeah.
That's all it would take, and then every track would get that in. But at the end of the day, who's losing the money then? Champ. They're not looking at it as like, will we get more racers? I mean, one more racer shows up every weekend, you probably made triple that. If one racer shows up all year instead of at 3 races because it made it $500 cheaper or $1,000 cheaper because he didn't have to buy a band every weekend, he didn't have to buy a USAC every weekend, whatever, for a different person, he may show up all weekend, you're going to gain that back, if not more. You're going to fucking quadruple it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess like in my head too that I'm trying to figure out like what would take RJ Anderson and them to come
Nothing.
back a full season.
Nothing. I don't think they would do it.
I think the TV's got to be there.
Yeah,
To,
so-
money.
for NOS
money.
to,
At the end of the day, it's money, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Money.
So
they
it's
got to have
just
the
like,
value to show up.
Yes.
They show up. I think they're showing up to Wheatland, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Cool.
So now they're doing 4 races this year over here. Then,
I thought they were still only doing 3, and they just changed out.
oh, did they?
I thought that's what I heard, but you guys may know more than.
I mean, we'll find out.
Hey,
I thought they
stay
said they
tuned
were
on
doing
Tito's
3.
Time.
Yeah,
Next week. No.
yeah. Next week, I'll be doing Tito time with RJ. So
Nice.
Oh, well, then you can ask them. Ask them.
I'll
Yeah.
ask him.
Yeah, I guess that. I mean,
I'm gonna give him a hard time too. I'm like,
Well,
"What?"
maybe he's gonna do more than that, because if he's doing Wheatland, Glen Helen,
ERX and Fall Crandon usually.
yeah,
Or he might just switch out ERX and do
I think-
Spring Crandon, do both Crandons, then Wheatland and.
well, I think you
Helen.
do one Crandon, Wheatland, and Glen Helen.
But I think with their Polaris deal, I think
That's why
the
he.
ERX
That's
is
why he
kind of
go
their,
to ERX would be for the. That's why it's because of the whole Polaris deal, and that's why he went to both Crandons and ERX.
yeah. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's just like.
Yeah, good question to ask. But at the end of the day, it's money, right?
Yeah.
If he can get
That's
the
why
budget to do it, yeah. Then if someone said, here's a budget, you can make money, go race every week. Is he gonna do it? I don't know. He may still not be interested in going back and forth or whatever. But it's always money.
there's just so many good drivers that are just sitting sidelined because of the money. Like I
Well, you look at Kyle Kleiman.
Kyle
I mean,
Kleiman.
he's here.
even Kyle Hart, like he was legit pretty good and
Oh,
no money.
Corey Grievous, that's Kyle's brother, said you need Elon to check into the money flow.
Yeah, no shit.
Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? All right, guys. Well, we're well into our time.
What about that one question by
didn't
City
sort out-
Neck?
Which one? Do you think it's gonna get canceled like the?
What are the chances?
I don't think it will.
I don't think it'll get canceled, but unfortunately, I think it's gonna make a big impact on our sport. If nobody shows up, unfortunately, and not that they aren't doing anything, they claim that they're trying, right? But if we don't see nothing, there's no money, there's no free nothing, ain't nobody gonna go. And when nobody goes, it's gonna cost them an assload of fucking money to do it too. And when they get no spectators and they don't have any racers,
Yeah.
it's probably gonna put a bigger dent in it than we expect.
But what about on the flip side? If you guys do all go and put on a show,
They ain't.
and there is people, because like for me, I never been to Glen Helen, never seen the track, never seen the spectators in there, but for me, I'm more of a hopeful.
Me too.
A hopeful giant, if you will, that you guys all do go, and it does good, and then it rejuvenates the sport. Maybe it's the race that helps, or maybe it's the race that kills. You know,
Yeah.
so it's like
We need Champ to put 110% effort into it.
Yeah.
Because
I
the
guess
future of the sport does rely on it. I think, like, you're right. Like,
I think this really, and maybe some people have said it best. This is their make it or break it year. It's a rumor.
Yeah.
It's 100% a rumor, and there's no stats defending it. They've just done for the bunch of tracks. They made a 3-year deal with a bunch of tracks, so you would expect that's not the outlook on it. But I mean, you guys interviewed Carl at Indy, and he said, "Well, basically, we're throwing it at the wall and see if it sticks."
Yeah, he also said that I think he signed extensions with like Crandon and Bar
Yeah,
River, and I think
absolutely.
he was looking to sign with ERX. But again, you know,
It's just a big ask.
to
It's a
play
big
devil's
ask.
advocate. Sure, you can sign an extension, but what are the details of the extension?
Right. If the series isn't there, what does the extension mean?
Well, 100%. That's exactly
Yeah,
what I mean.
there's nothing to follow up on.
Because then there becomes a liability, and that's why you always put stuff in an LLC, because it never goes back to you, it goes back to the LLC, and if the LLC has no money, then it's like
It ain't worth nothing
then
anymore.
it's just just
Just
happen.
vanishes.
Yeah, there's no personal responsibility then.
I guess my biggest thing is kind of at the end of Lucas out there, it wasn't popping off, in my opinion. There was years
They dumped Pro 4 before they were done.
They dumped Pro 4 before it was done. A lot of the tracks backed out. A ton of the tracks backed out. So they were running I think the last couple of years there was only like 3 tracks or 4
Yeah,
tracks,
like-
2 times each.
What tracks are left? Like Reno's gone,
Yeah, everything's gone other than Glen Helen
and Arizona.
and Arizona. And they have their own little series, which I think going back to Arizona would have been a way better idea than
too.
going to
Yeah,
Glen Helen.
Yeah, Lyle had the opportunity to shoot at that track, and dude.
And there's already people racing there. They race there.
When Nitro Cross was there, it was packed.
Yeah, the atmosphere though, that when we were there like 5 years ago, dude, it was
Right along the highway.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, dang. I was like, they have. I'm gonna swear, but they have these rock star girls, and you know,
They had these big titty girls.
A bunch of Latinas there. Fucking A, man.
But no, I'm just saying, like, you know, I
I think that would have been a better advocate.
and I experienced it once, and I'm like, maybe again, maybe Glen Helen's not the answer, but you know, the hopefulness of.
well, they were actually talking about going to Utah also, and I'm like, even Utah didn't. In the heyday, they didn't have shit for fans.
No, that's just it. Is what was the draw to Glen Helen?
Yeah.
You go back and maybe call somebody that raced there during like the prime or the last 2 years of racing when it was still going on out there. One day,
Did you ever race there?
I raced there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I raced there a handful of times.
The
But it
super
was
lights.
Super
You thought
lights,
pro
super
specs
buggy.
were annoying.
Yeah. Well, they didn't have a rev limiter. They were just a rotary, so they just screamed. But I ran a super buggy there too. At the end under Roberts Racing, it was a racer car, 1 year and whatever. But it wasn't consistently good then. So what's the draw? You know what I mean?
I think it's just
what's
because the
draw?
industry is there. Like for us, we have 2 sponsors that are really pumped for us to go there, and I get it. But
Yeah.
Do you think it was a money thing? Like
Corona.
like a cheaper, like
cheaper rate than Arizona.
yeah, I don't know.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, I have
I
no
bet
idea
you
either.
any money. I bet you Arizona was 10 times
Well,
more because
because
they
Arizona has a base.
They have a base, you
Right?
know,
They have a fan base.
They have the.
They had something to sell.
They have the.
Because I heard Champ
drains
has
there
to
and
do everything. They have to do the gate. They have to do.
That's what I heard
That's
too.
what
I heard they have to do track prep, everything.
Yeah.
But I guess
It's
like,
all rumor though. We have no stats.
Yeah.
Hey, just so you guys know, this is all our opinion. It's all a rumor.
But I guess at the end of the day, like what you guys are looking for, though.
Gotta be clear.
Thank you.
I guess what everyone's looking for, though, is the effort.
Yeah.
You know, we are. I just posted today. We are 52 days away from Wheatland, and there's nothing to hype up Wheatland.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, you know, I'm the only.
No.
You know,
they reposted your post.
Yeah, and for me, I was telling Lyle and Tito this, and I was like, I just stole the post from Lucas Oil. You know, I just stole it from Facebook. You know,
So
clip the image, put it on Rooster, because then I was like, I don't know how many, because on Facebook it only got like 30 likes. On Rooster Hub it was like 182 likes, and then they shared something about camping today, and I'm like, well, the other one popped off. I was like, I might as well just share this one and just, you know, news bulletin from Lucas Oil Speedway, you know, and again, 93 likes. And I'm like, it's working. Like,
Yeah.
I'm hoping it helps racers understand that, hey, camping's open, you know.
That's the first I saw of it.
yeah.
That's the first. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? So, like, for me, it's like, how hard was that effort for me? It was nothing. I was laying on my couch,
Yeah.
Sure.
my lunch.
You put out that punk,
So
punk ass
one
Ronnie
thing that
Anderson.
like we can learn from years past, and I don't, CJ would remember him, but Scott Rain, he was a huge promoter of the sport. Like he was with Core and Torque and everything, but he would go to these events like, you know, weeks in advance and just promote the shit out of it to try and get people there. Like if say we were a team in like Missouri or whatever, and they wanted us to go promote like the Wheatland race, shit, we would be there in a second. Like they just have to ask. Like we do a lot of shows with Toys for Trucks and stuff and promote in.
We tried doing that at ERX, and I mean, that store wasn't busy.
Yeah, just unfortunately it was on a Wednesday night before the race, so no one was there. But yeah, we just gotta. They need someone to
Hype it up.
hype it up and really who's passionate
effort
about
in.
the sport and like put 110% into it. Like Scott would go to Supercross races, he would go everywhere. Like, and even Lucas, like when they'd go to hospitals for visit
Yeah.
kids, and
Yeah, I did that.
there was just
Even Torque used to do that. Andrew Carlson and I went to the hospital in Minneapolis during one of the races when we were there
cool.
one year.
Well, even a big shout out to you and your dad this weekend. You know, giving Lawson a shout out, you know, for
Oh,
his
yeah.
birthday. You know, gained one more fan right there. You know, he was a Johnny G fan, but, you know.
I mean,
but
that's good. I'm good with that.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, even just little stuff like that, you know, goes a long way to expanding the sport, to make them, hey, you know what? CJ said happy birthday to me. I want to
Yeah.
bring my whole family
like
to the race.
like how cool would it be like when we like Lucas Oil runs all those late model races and stuff, for them to send someone down there to
Like a Lucas
burn a
Oil
couple
driver?
laps
Or have someone put a video together
Yeah.
that they can play on the Jumbotron.
on the Jumbotron. Like Keegan show up, be a pace truck or whatever. Like
Ooh, that'd be cool.
you know what I mean? Like shit like that
Like
is
go
what
to
we.
Richmond, like to the outlaw races out there. Oh, that'd
No,
be cool.
well, I would say more like Wheatland though, like
Oh, okay, yeah,
because
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Lucas
They had a
Oil late
big race
models all race there.
before we're there, or
Like
Yeah.
whatever.
Who
couple
do you
weeks.
think has the cleanest record? Like,
Yeah, are you saying police?
yeah, cleanest police record. Like no, like.
I guess I would.
Okay,
No,
where
like-
you going at with this?
So what we should do is we should put somebody in like a pro light or pro spec.
Send you downtown and let the
Pro
police chase
2,
you.
Yeah.
Get on the news.
and just
Like
let
Blake Wilkie or
yeah,
what?
Yeah, like Milwaukee. Just like what? Just rip around downtown and just fucking let the viral clips go, man. And just be like, oh, I thought this was America. Like when you get
What does this
Maybe
have
if
to
we
do with
race
promoting
in,
racing?
maybe if we race in
promote it, and
Joliet.
people are like, what is that? And then as you're getting arrested, you're like, Champ Off Road, May 2nd.
Kid taste.
yeah, dude.
Run over the tents in Joliet.
Yeah.
Grand parade that year.
Dude, that'd be any
Pro light.
publicity.
Didn't Dinsmore or something get?
Yeah, I think
Arrested?
Dinsmore got in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Donuts or something.
Exactly.
Robbie
City-
Gordon.
Robbie Gordon
Well,
got
I
in trouble
guess-
almost every year.
I mean, that I guess you know, Champ has done a lot last year, and by giving everything a chance. But for me, where I think the biggest downfall is promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, promoting their own product, not only in Champ Off Road, but also snowcross.
And,
But at
and
the
again,
end of the
man,
day, the track is the one that's supposed to promote itself.
Well,
And-
but I don't know why.
This is what I.
This is where-
We go round and round.
A discussion, that we've gone round and round about is unfortunately, I feel like the model's backwards. Where, why would Champ Off Road promote Champ Off Road? They're not going to gain anything from tickets, or
Right. They don't get
camping
tickets.
or anything
They
else
don't
like
get
that.
food sales.
Yeah.
Tracks are paying them
So
to be there,
that's
right?
why I think it's a little bit
Yeah.
backwards. The comparison I always make is like, let's say, like stand-up comedian, right? Like, hey, like your venue, Matt, I wanna rent it out. You're like, okay, it's $5,000. I pay you the $5,000. Now I promote myself. Hey, I'm having a show at Matt's place. Here are the tickets, right? I do merch, and then you get, you know what I mean, like your food and beverage, right? But how it's actually going is that you're like, hey, Tito, I want you to come do stand-up. I'm like, okay, it's $5,000. I'm like, okay, so you pay me $5,000.
And you keep the rest.
Why would I promote myself going to you? I'm paying money to advertise. I'm losing money.
Sure.
By promoting, because I don't get any of the ticket sales. I don't get any of the food and beverage. You know what I mean? I don't get none of that. So why would I lose money in doing that?
Yeah.
So that's kind of essentially how it feels that this is like. So it's like, why would they promote like there's this if they're just going to end up losing money on it?
Yeah.
So.
I don't want to seem like we're bashing them.
I know. It's just,
no.
it's just
We're trying to be
recognize.
constructive.
Yeah.
I'm
criticism, right?
100% constructive criticism. I love the sport more than anything.
Yeah, well,
And-
that's
Yeah, and we all do.
that-
That's why we have these
Man.
conversations.
Yeah, that's
Just-
why this
I
is a
wonder if that's
conversation.
something that they're going to do for California then, if they're running the whole thing and if they're getting tickets and everything. Maybe it's something they can.
Well, then it starts
Yeah.
right now. Then
That's what I'm saying.
that's,
yeah.
Right.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Is that
Well-
they need to start right now promoting
Everything.
Glen Helen.
Like we need
Everything.
Oh,
we
yeah,
need
or-
Everything.
the motocross race at Glen Helen. We need trucks there. We need to promote that. Like when they run the outdoor motocross race, we need RJ and Doug and all those guys to show up.
In those, the old Torque used to have that 2-seater truck.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you could take that there and you could pay someone to haul it there and set it there.
Yeah.
Right? It's sitting there.
Cole Mamers are there.
Cole Mamer's
Yeah.
out there.
He'll be
Yeah.
back here though by the time that show
Yeah.
that race is.
Yeah.
But there's just a lot of things. I mean, when we used to do side-by-side sports, we would try to go to each event a week before, the weekend before, and we'd put up flyers in all the local bars.
Yeah.
Something easy. You could print a pile of them. They were cheap. We'd go in restaurants, just put them on their bulletins, whatever, the week before. Well, have you ever seen a Champ Off-Road bulletin?
You could always be like Steve-O, tape yourself to the Hollywood sign.
I mean, something.
Let's take you to the house.
Yeah, dude, take me Hollywood sign, Champ Off Road, fucking September 22nd.
Jeffrey, maybe you should promote
Oh yeah.
and do an off-road basket
Yeah, we'll
for
end it with
Yeah,
that.
we'll
golf
end it
outing
with
tickets and swag.
Yep.
We're ended with that.
Okay, then go.
All right now.
Oh, so we're
Yep.
ending it? Okay.
We're ending.
Okay. Hey, so go ahead, Tito. Take it away.
So on May 9th, right?
Yep.
So on May 9th, we have an opportunity to once again have the Dream Team win a golf tournament. So you've got me, Jeffrey, Lyle, and our cousin Ian. So if anybody else wants to come out to the golf tournament and fight for second, we'd love to have you. We'd love to, have you guys think that you can try us,
When?
but you're not going to. May 9th. It's on Friday. It's a golf tournament, shotgun start, 4-person scramble, 9 a.m. It's a good time. We're going to be golfing
Where?
in Cecil, Wisconsin at the Golden Sands golf course. So if you guys are looking to take second, please, by all means.
Yep.
It's up on the screen right now. It's going towards a bunch of, you know what I mean, a couple of us, a couple of Browns, but in the right area. So
What is it? It's a
It's a
golf outing for what? For fun?
no golf outing for youth traveling softball team. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Travel Storm. So,
So all of
So
the
my-
proceeds go to a donation.
yes. Yep. So you guys could, if you guys can't make it, you guys could donate some swag, or donate some baskets or even some money.
Yep.
If you guys want to, or get your ass kicked by a few natives.
Yep, Impulse Media.
Who's your team?
Me, Jeffrey, Lyle, and our cousin Ian. So we won the 2023 Crandon Golf Scramble. So reigning, defending.
No, you
2023.
ain't defended shit.
So we're looking for a new.
Oh, jeez, look at that screen.
We're looking for a new reigning, defending thing to.
Yeah, something maybe not quite as big as Crandon, where good talent shows up. You need to start somewhere a little less.
No. See, this is just the starter there. This is where we warm up.
Yep.
Oh,
yep,
this is where
we
you
were-
warm up.
we-
So you
yeah.
want a title.
If you want another chance
This
at
is
us,
our spring Crandon right now.
Yeah.
This is like me going to lean on running the sportsman class before the race season starts.
Hey,
Yes.
yeah, and if you want a chance at us, we'll be there.
So if
we're gonna be
if
there.
you think you want it, come get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you love silver, I mean, show up. It's fine.
Yeah. Come on, Dylan.
You guys, come on,
I can't
Dylan.
remember the last time I golfed.
Yeah, no.
You know, I heard Liquid Molly wants some golf.
Yep, some golf content.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, dude? Hole in ones, man. Those go viral nowadays.
We'll put a team together, but we ain't golfing.
Golf content is hot nowadays.
Yes.
I mean, if you wanna get out there, man, you know what I mean? Just lather yourself up and let it rip.
Guys, girls, kids, children, mothers, daughters,
Either
fathers,
way, I am gonna be
sons.
hammered by hole 13.
Tito's going to be hammered. This is the off-season show presented by Impulse Media. We're out of time.
Yep,
I'm sorry, but we're out of time.
Dylan.
Thank
Matt,
you, Dylan.
Gerald.
Thank you, Matt, for coming
you.
out.
One last thing.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure if everyone's still watching, show up to Dirt Heaven this weekend.
Yes.
Big,
Oh, yes.
big race for one of our friends, Zach
Matt
Woodkey. We lost.
Woodkey.
Shock Tech's going to be donating a $2 or $200 gift certificate. So
And they got all kinds of sweet waffle raffles, all kinds of stuff. So that's in out towards Luxembourg. New Franken. Indoor off-road RC track. There'll be a lot of our off-road guys hanging out and or racing. So
if you have
Day and
RC
time.
car, be there.
Yep. And if you want to
This
lose
Saturday.
me,
This Saturday.
I don't actually know when it starts.
I'm challenging Matt Gerald in the
Slash class?
no, stock short course.
Stock short course? Oh, shit.
Right
Little do
now.
you know, that's his forte. He's been playing there for a hot minute.
Many years.
Many years.
The new guy's coming in. I'm going
Yeah,
there
he's
tomorrow.
probably with a slash.
See you there.
All right, guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
You can dance, you can jump.